All right, good morning, guys. How's everybody doing? Welcome back. So today we're gonna be doing a little Q&A. You guys pretty much ask whatever you want about anything. We'll also be doing another Try Me Treats taste test. They again sent us another box, so we must be doing something right. Because I didn't think we were gonna get another box after the first one.
Neither did I.
But this is what, like our fourth or fifth one?
I think this is our fourth.
Yeah. So we've already had a bunch of different countries. These things are really fun. They're, you know, if you're definitely interested in trying it out with your friends or your family and stuff, it's a good time.
Army Gal brings them to work, so then all her work people, you know, can try them.
Yeah, Army Gal brings them to work. That's pretty interesting, actually. But yeah, these are. If you use my code that's in the description, you get what, 15% off? I think it is.
Yes, 15%
off your
first box.
So yeah, definitely go check it out if you guys are interested. Z Swiss, we're doing good. We're doing good today. We're doing good. We have no clue what country this is from.
Yeah, it's still sealed,
Yeah.
but it does sound like something broke.
Well, you're breaking it more.
What is that? Do you hear that?
What is
Ew. I realized that as I hit it. I was like, that probably isn't going to tell me shit.
Yeah, so we're going to do this, and then depending on time, Crystal's going to do some of our charity prep, because she's got like 48 book bags she's got to fill from all the stuff that she fundraised for the kids. It was good. Let me know, can you guys hear us good, though? Is the audio decent? Because I'm using my stream mic, but it's...
Brian told me to get the two little ones that I was telling you guys about that I wanted to get before. That would just be easier. That would just clip onto us so you could hear us. So we may get that.
Trigger, thank you for the 13 months. Good morning, how you doing?
Suck it. Thank you so much. You like my outfits? Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah,
I want to know what it is.
Well, you gotta... I don't know how you're...
I didn't
showcase
set
it over
that
to the
one
camera.
up. Yeah. All right, you guys guess. Wait, I want you guys to guess first.
Guess?
Yeah, guess. Just guess what country. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So just guess what country you think this is going to be. Wow. Why is it always so nerve-wracking? Like China, Japan, Israel, Norway, Morocco, Brazil, Vienna. Oh, I'm so scared. Here, you guys look first. Mexico! We got Mexico. I think. Yes, Mexico. Yay! We didn't get Asia again. We've gotten all Asian countries. We have not gotten a non-Asian country.
Yeah.
So this is our first non-Asian country. It's okay. So this is what it looks like. Oh, this is what it looks like. It comes with a little. Sorry, it's quite bright because of the lights. This is the inside of it. We got Takis.
Takis, yeah.
Freya, please go upstairs. And then you get these little cards. I don't think I've ever really been able to show you guys them properly. You get like a little postcard with them. You gotta like hide your face or something because it's like tries to focus on it. Hide your face. And then it says welcome to Mexico, and then it tells you a bit about Mexico, and then it gives you some facts. And did you know it gives you a recipe on the back of the card? And then these are all the treats in the descriptions, and then you can rate them from best, worst, and weirdest on the back. And you can enter a giveaway. So there's a little giveaway thing on the back of the card. I always read you guys the facts about Mexico. Some facts about Mexico. Their language is Spanish. Who knew? I had no idea. Their climate is tropical. I feel like that's why I was like, I don't know if they're broken, but it's a lot of candy type things. Their national holiday is Day of the Dead. Lent and Easter and the Christmas season. They have 130.8 million, I think, or I don't know. Yeah, million. Ryan's looking through the box.
I was just looking at what everything was.
He's looking through everything. Did you know that Mexico introduced chocolate, corn, and chiles to the world?
No.
Mexico is located in the Ring of Fire, one of the Earth's most violent earthquake and volcano zones. I actually did not know that.
I know it's hot down there, but...
Yeah, I didn't know it was, like, the most violent. The largest pyramid in the world is the Great Pyramid of Cholula. I can't tell if that's an L or an I because it's so small. In Mexico is one of the largest monument ever constructed in the world. I also had no idea about that. Let's see. Jaguar is the largest wildcat in North America, which can be found in Mexico's southern jungles. That I also did not know. The recipe on the back is for chips and salsa, so you can make chicks. Don't make chicks, okay? That'd be weird. And then it says, welcome to Mexico. This month's treats come to you from the beautiful country of Mexico, officially named as the Estados Unidos Mexicanos, United Mexican States. Mexico is the third largest country in Latin America and the 14th largest country in the world. It is also home to 34 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, one of which is including the I'm going to butcher that. Cuculcán?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to say that, so I don't want to butcher it. Pyramid, I already did. Pyramid shown in the front of the card. More than 13,000 years ago, Mayans and Aztec built pyramids in Mexico, which, unlike Egypt ones, were primarily meant for worship and other ceremonies. These civilizations were the first to cultivate cacao, which paved the way for the worldwide distribution of chocolate. Thanks, Mexico. Mexicans also love their spices, herbs, both of which, okay, I don't know how to read. Both of which you will see represented in the snacks that you'll find in this month's box. You will find a selection of the most popular Mexican chocolate, chips, and other treats that all together represent some of the best that Mexico has to offer in treats. We hope you enjoyed.
Yo, I didn't even know that Takis were like a traditional. I thought these were like American-made Mexican chips.
I thought they were like Tex-Mex. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought they were like a, like a super Americanized thing. Okay. So, you pick first.
I don't know. There's some really good stuff. Like that looks really good. I mean, you don't like chocolate, but...
No, this is going to be really hard for me. I don't like chocolate.
How are we both going to try a lollipop?
I'll lick one side, you lick the other.
I'm going to break it.
Wow, you don't want to lick the lollipop with me? Wow.
We got to keep it PG.
So we have to keep it PG. Paul, thank you so much for the membership. Thank you.
Maybe a life piece. I picked this one.
Okay. Japanese style peanuts.
Which is, I thought it was weird for a Mexican treat to be Japanese style peanuts. Paul, thank you for the gifted, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Okay, so the Pinatera nuts, Japanese style peanuts made by the most prominent creator of Japanese style nuts in Mexico. That's weird. We got Japan and Mexico.
Can anybody in that's Mexican explain?
Yeah, I'm confused by that.
Japanese style peanuts.
In Mexico.
Gruesome with a 7-month. Thank you so much. So we're snacking on Mexican snacks today. It's going to be...
Would you like 2 nuts in your mouth?
Just one.
Just one? That's really good. I like peanuts, though.
What's on the outside?
I don't know. It's like there's a hard coating. Hold on, let me see if I can...
But it's not, like, sweet, but then it's kind of sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a peanut with some kind of shell around it. It's not spicy at all, no.
No, not at all.
It's like a, I don't know, it's kind of like a sweet and savory thing, but
That's really good. I like
it's
it.
not overly sweet.
That's good.
I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah.
Rye coat. It's good. Those are
really good. I
yeah,
like
you
those.
could probably sit there and
I would snack on
easily
those.
eat
Like,
1,000 of
yeah,
these things.
that's really good. Okay. Next one.
All right, now you pick.
Okay. I should pick the lollipop just to make it awkward.
You're great, kid.
I think this is what I heard Don saying. We'll do these ones. These are Maria's cookies.
All right, we should probably be showing them. But
Yeah.
so you guys can see. I don't know if it's going to focus, though. Will it focus?
No, you're too close. There you go.
Yeah. So those were the peanuts.
Okay, so this is the Maria's cookies made with wholesome ingredients like egg, brown sugar, and milk. Maria's cookies are a treat that was created to soothe the senses. Pair Maria's with a spread of your choice or savor this classic midday treat on its own. So I think it's going to be like a digestive biscuit. That's what they say in the UK.
Gruesome says, you eat these all the time, or the cookies, or the peanuts? Oh, the peanut. Oh, I thought there was gonna be something in them.
No, they're like just little like plain biscuits.
Oh. Yeah, so I thought it was gonna be like an Oreo type deal, but
So did I, because the outside has them spreading like some type of chocolate on it.
yeah, but it's
But
just
this
like
might be good with Nutella. Oh.
Trigger, thank you for the 5 gifted, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Smells good. It looks like a vanilla cookie.
Vanilla? That's what you got?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's kind of got like some floralness to it.
It has like a licoricey, like an anise.
Kind of.
That's why I was like, how'd you get vanilla from that? That's like licorice flavor.
Why'd you say? Because now I can taste it.
Like, I was trying to think of what it is. Really mellow, but it's definitely like,
Yeah, it's got that black jelly bean undertone.
yeah, like an anise undertone.
Why would they do that? They ruined that whole cookie.
It says vanilla, but it definitely don't taste like vanilla to me. It says vanilla though. It's good with tea.
Gruesome said, "This is a Mexican snacks taste test. I might have had everything in that. It is. That's today's theme is Mexico. Mm-hmm. At first it was okay, and then then it started to not.
It's not bad. I would eat it. I'll eat the rest of it.
All right, so now we got. I'm gonna try this. Just get it out the way. The
You know
Malak.
what those are gonna be? We have those.
Is it the chocolate with the marshmallow in it?
Yeah. That's what it's gonna be.
It's a paleta pop, the Melva Boni Gomidas. This shit looks epic, guys. You ready for this? If I can get it to
Okay.
Look at that.
It is a marshmallow lollipop coated in chocolate. The motto of this treat is Face of Fun. Introduced in 1972, it is initially made with corn flakes and coated in chocolate. So how'd they get the marshmallow? Where did corn flakes and marshmallow go from? Oh, I hate these so much. Oh
Really?
my god. Ah! You know when you get the SpongeBob from the
Where
fridge?
you get the sponge? Now, I don't know if this is an American thing, guys, but you know how you could, like, the ice cream man would run down the road and you could go and you would always be able to get, like, the superhero ice cream pops. It'd be
looking at me.
It'd be like the Spider-Man has the gumball eyeballs or the SpongeBob with the gumball eyeballs.
But then the eyeballs would always be in the wrong places and the mouth would be in the wrong place.
You guys ready for this?
I'm trying to like move it. You might have to move your face, like
It
cover it.
focused for a second.
Oh, it did. It's trying to focus on my face. There we go.
There it is.
Oh, it went out of focus.
But why would they put fruity gummies on something that's chocolate and marshmallow.
I don't know why you would put chocolate over a marshmallow. I think that's disgusting. I mean, I hate chocolate, so.
So do you
Trying to
just
pick the eyeball off?
So do you eat it all at once, guys, or do you eat the facial features separately?
Truly is a piece of art. No, I think you just bite it.
You can't. That's a terrible mix. That's like a gummy.
It's a marshmallow covered in chocolate,
that will make
bro.
it worse, though.
Both eyes at the same time. Just bite the whole first half, Brian. You do it.
Then you bite the whole bottom half.
Nope. I could smell the chocolate from here. It's making me nauseous. Damn, why you go so deep with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did.
It's absolutely good.
Ew. Oh, I could just smell the chocolate.
It's really not that chocolatey.
That's all I can. I can't even smell.
Nah, that shit is really good.
You're lying
swear.
just to get me to eat it.
No,
You
I
do
like
that every time.
You think I'd be eating this? Like, that shit was good.
That's disgusting. You like chocolate though. Alright. It's like thick chocolate right here. I want to do like the edge, but I want to take the thick
You see
chocolate.
what she... Chat.
Guys, I don't like chocolate. I'm gonna get like actually sick. You fucking lied.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you do. Tastes like styrofoam.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
It was delicious.
Tastes like styrofoam that they covered in chocolate.
It was pretty good. I enjoyed that.
You like styrofoam?
It didn't taste like styrofoam. It tasted like marshmallow.
Marshmallow flavored styrofoam.
Oh, those look like fig Newtons.
Mmm. Oh, those are chocolate ones. Ugh.
You want to cleanse our palate with some Takis?
Yes, please.
So
I don't know actually, because this is a lot of chocolate. Like everything else in here is chocolate.
So you just want to get some more chocolate out the way?
No, my stomach hurts after I eat that.
All right, guys. You guys know Takis. I'm pretty sure like most people have had these or seen them.
You're too close, I think. Oh, there we go.
Boom.
Taki. Hi, Dustin.
These are so
Learn
good.
how to bite from Brian Crystal. I can't with the chocolate. Like, I'll freaking... This is gonna stain our insides for 4 years.
Yes. Wow. I haven't had Takis in a while. Why are they so limey? Wow. I'm not gonna lie. Them chips are fucking probably the best chips.
They are. They're just so bad for you. They're like the freaking, you get the hot Cheeto fingers. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't even eat chips like that. I don't like chips like that. I always thought the sweet chili Doritos were the best.
No, these are for sure. Because it's like the hot Cheetos and those like mixed.
Yeah, those are so good.
They're really good. Now I understand why all the kids at the school always bring these for lunch. We don't really eat these or buy these though because it's literally nothing but just
Are these different
junk.
brand now?
No, it's the same thing.
Okay.
Like look at the ingredients. It's literally nothing real.
At least they're not
just-
the blue Takis.
No, yeah, the blue ones are really, really bad. Hey, George. Crystal, a hot Cheeto girl. I mean, I love a hot Cheeto. I don't eat them because they're just really freaking bad for you. But I do love a hot Cheeto.
If you guys like Flamin' Hot Cheetos, listen. I have my buddy who's Mexican, who's from California. I served in the Marines with. His name was last name was Bravo. His first name, legitimately, no lie, chat, was Johnny.
Johnny Bravo. Oh,
Swear to God.
I love that.
And
Oh, I didn't read the little thing, but go ahead.
Yeah, I swear, no lie, chat. His last name was Bravo. And when you're in the military, you always address each other by last names. Yeah, his first name was Johnny. And, yeah, Johnny Bravo. No bullshit. But he put me on the Flamin' Hot Cheetos with cream cheese. So you take the Flamin' Hot Cheetos and you dip them and scoop out cream cheese. Yo, it is so good, chat. So good. So if you guys ever want to try it, definitely go get some Flamin' Hot Cheetos and some cream cheese. It's
This
good.
would probably be with cream cheese too.
Yeah, I don't know. They're pretty limey.
Yeah. By the way, I didn't read the little card. This is what it says for Takis. I feel like Takis are just like a staple in America. Like I feel like everyone knows what a Taki is, but if you don't, Taki Fuego are hot chili pepper and lime flavored tortilla chips enjoyed by those who love hashtag extra spicy treats. Its produced tagline is like fire walking on your tongue. Check out the Taki Fuego challenge trend online. That's what it says on the little bar thing.
Samurai Jack? Of course I remember Samurai Jack. You mo gwe gwe paiditsao.
Someone's like,
No, that was Jackie Chan, but I watched Samurai Jack too. Can I show you guys my game room? The setup doesn't move.
Yeah. This is my photography camera that we use out here, which I'm just realizing my camera's crooked.
It's just got like a...
It's just leaning a little bit. Do we look crooked to you guys? It doesn't look crooked, but it definitely looks crooked right there.
No, it's straight.
But this is my photography camera that we're using, and we're like, we can't move.
Yeah, like a lot of the times when we were doing these, we were on mobile.
Yeah.
So I was able to move around and stuff, but...
And the office isn't the prettiest, to be honest.
All right, so what's next? Because I'm going to keep eating Takis.
Sour cream and hot Cheetos. Hello, FBI. I need to report tourism. Okay, next one.
Not sour cream. No.
No, cream
cheese. Like the stuff you put on a bagel. Sour cream, that would be disgusting.
Why is everything marshmallow and chocolate?
All right, this is my, there it is.
Yeah, this is the merch.
Merch shirt.
I'm not wearing merch because I don't have one.
All right, so what are we eating?
Okay, I don't know because everything is...
Every snack in here has been a banger except those cookies.
Okay, not for me. The marshmallow chocolate is a no. Don't eat all of the Takis. I'm going to wash my palate from each chocolate like that. Try and get the chocolate out of my mouth.
They're good.
I know they are. I don't know. What is this?
How tall am I? 6 foot.
Yeah, I'm wearing platforms, by the way. This is how small I am. I forgot I was wearing platforms. So I actually look taller than what I actually am today.
And I'm slouching down.
Yeah, he's slouching. Technically, I should probably be over here.
But
and
if I
he should
stand
be
up,
over
I'm
here.
like not in the camera at all.
Do you want to switch? Do you want to move this way?
No, just slouch.
Sure?
Or your way, whatever.
Probably be better for you to not have to slouch as much. Okay, we'll just do another one to get this out of the way because I'm really not excited about
Bubba,
this.
Booba Lubu. What does that say?
Boo Boo Lubu. It is a strawberry and marshmallow and strawberry gummy with chocolate flavored coating.
So it's almost like that.
Yeah, that's why I want to get it out the way.
I mean, you ain't gotta sound so sad about it.
That was
Sounds
really
delicious to
nasty.
me.
Guys, I don't do chocolate, so this is like the worst box for me because every single thing in here is chocolate.
Callie, I appreciate that, brother.
Thank you, Callie. Okay, so Boo Boo Lubu is a treat enjoyed by all ages in Mexico, made up of chocolate-covered marshmallow and strawberry jelly stacked together. Take a bite and you'll be asking for more. For a different taste, you can also be enjoyed frozen.
Yeah, this is like jelly
My
though.
hair is like... I don't really know what to do with it.
Like jelly.
Oh, jeez. You should have showed that. Why'd you take such a big bite? That's what it looks like. I don't know if you'll be able to see if it'll focus. It's trying to focus on Brian's face. Oh. It has like a layer of jelly on the top.
Tastes like
So much chocolate.
like a chocolate covered cherry.
Okay. I could see that.
The jelly is like that. I forgot the that shit was bomb.
It's gritty.
Cause it's sugar.
It does taste like a chocolate covered cherry though. That I will say.
That one was good, guys.
I'm not a fan.
All right, what's next? That one was good. Val, how you doing? It's good to see you.
My shoes off my feet are hot. When I thought of Mexico box, I thought they were gonna give us like tahine and like chamoy covered candies and like that. Like that's when I was like,
That's not what they're known
I'm
for,
excited. They are though.
They're obviously wicked big on chocolate.
I mean, yeah, chocolate, but damn, man, this is like the worst
But a
box
lot
for me.
of-
I'm really upset about that.
But
Like,
every country loves chocolate except you.
I know.
I mean, I'm not a huge chocolate person either, but
Chocolate just makes me sick. Like, it's not even like, well, no, it also tastes like puke to me, but like, it just makes me sick. It doesn't, like, it messes up my stomach. So it's like, all of this is just not amazing for me, but that's okay.
all right, let's do it. What is this
Okay.
one? Bokadin?
Yeah, I think.
Ew, what did I say? Tea?
What? Where?
Oh, I thought it said tea. But
Oh.
my dyslexic brain.
This is what it looks like. It looks like a little wafer with chocolate. I'm hoping it's not banana flavored. That would be gross. Oh, what does it say? Oh, my bad. Where is it?
This.
Oh. Duh. This classic Mexican candy favorite is a combination of crispy, thin peanut wafers coated in a delicious and creamy chocolate. Excellent for sharing, but we think you'll finish the bar before you know it. I might like this because I do like peanut butter.
Sebastian, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, you gotta go first this time. I've bit all of it first. I
Smell
appreciate
it
the
first.
super chat.
It doesn't smell edible.
Yeah, it does. It just smells like a peanut.
That don't
chocolate.
smell like peanut.
It's exactly what it
What
smells
kind of peanuts you smelling? That smells like chemical.
No.
That's not peanut.
It smells like a peanut M&M.
It's a non-salted peanut. It's not bad. It's not bad. But it's a non-salted. I think that if they put like a roasted peanut in there, or like that's like a raw peanut. That's not a roasted peanut. You know what I mean? And like salt, I feel like it needs like
Yeah, if they had a
and
salt,
roasted.
if they had like
that would be
sweet
really
and savory,
good. Yeah.
that'd be phenomenal.
But it has like just like a raw
just tastes
peanut
like peanut,
taste.
yeah.
Like you just took a peanut out of a shell that was not whatever, you know? No chamoy lollipops? No, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like this isn't like, oh, I'm gonna like this. This is mine.
Just break me off a little piece.
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. I am obsessed with caramel. Like caramel and me go like this. And this is a milk caramel lollipop. So that's gonna be good. Yeah, no, like with this box, I thought there was gonna be more like candy. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you can buy like Mexican candy boxes online of like all these different types of Mexican candies. I feel like this isn't a lot of like, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of like American Mexican.
Yeah, you're probably
Like candies?
true American with it.
Yeah, but I mean like, I feel like I always see them doing it. Like they wrap the pickle in like a fruit roll up and then put chamoy and tahini on it. Like that's supposed to be like a Mexican thing.
Yeah, it's like an American Mexican thing.
Man.
It's like a TikTok trend, not real Mexican candy.
I know, but it's still good from what I've seen.
A pickle wrapped in a fruit roll-up.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be like tangy and salty and sweet. But I don't know how the fruit roll-up, because apparently the fruit roll-ups, I feel like when fruit roll-ups are cold, they're very hard to chew. But I don't know. Your wife's hair is long as shit. From what you took it out of her clip. Very beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I need a haircut actually. Like, it's too long at this point. I was actually just talking about it the other day. I was like, should I just chop it off? Like, straight up, like, you know, like Euro Bob? Like, just chop it all off. But I don't know if I have the balls for that. Okay, I'm holding this. We're going to do this one.
So I wasn't the only one that thought a pickle wrapped in a fruit roll-up with tahini powder sprinkled on it. That shit sounds gross.
I think Crystal needs to make the sushi burger. What's that? Is that the little, like, triangle that has, like, the little thing, like, you know, the little Japanese... What is it called? I don't know.
A rice ball?
No.
The seaweed rice balls?
Is it? Is it?
Yeah, it's just,
no, it has another name though.
Oh,
like, obviously, I could have said rice ball.
That's just what we called them. They're just rice balls.
No, they're like little triangles with like, and you have to like unwrap it a certain way, and it's like filled.
I mean, you don't unwrap.
So it's like arancini, but without fried.
The ones that we had were just seaweed. It was like they're wrapped in seaweed. You don't unwrap it. You just eat the whole thing.
No, the package. Is
I don't know those, but the real ones are like little triangles.
Yeah.
And it's seaweed with rice, and then in the middle there's usually some kind of meat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the ones that I seen was mainly rice, and then it had just a little flap of seaweed on the bottom, and then you had to unwrap it, almost like a cigarette box.
Yeah, see, those are like Americanized. The real ones in Japan, they're completely
covered in seaweed. Yeah, I would like that. Mexico and LA style are very different. Mexico snacks are all about chocolate, marshmallow, everything. Yeah, that makes sense. Because everything here is chocolate and marshmallow.
See, so there's a difference there between like American Mexican and
like it's like
and
a
Mexican Mexican.
like a Tex-Mex, but just LA Mex.
Yeah. I mean, Tex-Mex is delicious.
I don't know about the fruit roll-up pickle either. That's just what I seen. Okay, this. Peloton? That's a word to me. Milk caramel lollipops are traditional lollipops in Mexico made with goat's milk. They're a classic treat and an all-time favorite in Mexico with both children and adults, which I can see because...
Me and goats got a thing. Damn, how you gonna put it in your nose? Like, I'm supposed to eat that. There's a booger on it.
Then if I put my boogers on, then that means that you can... How much are you going to take, though?
Not a lot.
If anything, just hit it.
Damn, that's hard.
There's a knife right there. Just saw it. Let me see. No, don't break it. You're going to break it.
It's just a lollipop. How you going to saw it with that dull-ass knife?
Excuse me?
It's not even sawn. It's just broken to a million.
Well, I gave you a piece.
Really? You got me powder.
You didn't say how big of a piece. You just said you wanted a piece. Why would you do that?
Wow.
Wow.
It's flaky.
Yeah.
It's not like you know how America we got those
stringy
it's
more
caramel
soft.
lollipops.
Yeah.
That get stuck in your teeth. This is like it's like a legitimate lollipop.
Yeah, it's not even like those. You know the ones that have like the caramel apple lollipops that they have at like Halloween?
Yeah, those are gross as fuck. You're talking about the little green. I used to scrape the caramel off because the inside is sour cream apple. Love it. That caramel shit on it though, that's just
Get
gross.
out.
That's gross.
Get out. Those were my favorite.
Those fucking lollipops make me want to fight people. They are disgusting.
You like green apple and you like caramel.
No, not on the green apple lollipop. That shit don't even go together.
It's like a caramel apple.
No, it's not. It's like nasty as fuck.
You're crazy.
Those little lollipops are disgusting. I used to just get rid of the caramel.
Jail. Straight to jail. Brian looks like a giant. And he's even back there and he still has to like bend.
Yeah, because if I stand up over here, I get cut off. So I gotta like.
I like that.
That's pretty good.
It also, I feel like I really know my caramel. And this caramel, you can definitely tell is not made with cow milk. You can definitely taste
really
the difference. Yeah.
It's not like...
You can taste the difference in it. It does not taste like a cow milk, like, caramel.
It was very, like, subtle, too. It wasn't like...
Yeah,
like
no.
it wasn't
It's not
like
super,
just blasting. It wasn't
like
super
sugary.
sweet. Or,
yeah.
Like, you could eat it.
It was a good
very,
mix.
very
Here, you
subtle.
pick. I picked all the other
We'll
ones.
eat the hide and seeks. Let's see. Does anybody know about these? Well, if you'll focus.
Says you're disgusting.
Go. Go. Go.
Dog just shit herself, basically. She
No,
smells so bad. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out. Good girl.
No, go. Go on.
Yeah, you can definitely taste that the goat milk is like a little more tangy.
No.
I don't like when mom and dad fight. Are both your kids at school? No, they're upstairs playing.
No.
She's like, but mom's over there.
What?
Yeah, but mom's over there. I gotta go with mom. Aww. It's okay. Give her a cookie.
Come on. Come on.
You're okay, Sass. Flame, thank you so much for the super chat. Going on vacation tomorrow, sharing the good vibes. Stop arguing and just smash it in your faces. I feel like, are you really married if you don't do tit for tat? Like,
Flame, I appreciate the super chat, brother. All right, here we go. Hide and seek choco rolls.
YouTube's like, you should insert an ad. Oh, you're on top chat. Wow. Sorry if we missed your guys' stuff. Brian was on top chat. Fail.
Well, generally, top chat only blocks messages you don't want to see anyways.
No, I usually do it and it blocks like regular people talking.
Top chat's supposed to just filter out spam.
Did you show them those?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so this one is... What is it called? Oh my
The
god,
hide and
so
seek.
chocolatey smelling.
They're quite.
That smells like a lot of
Smells like some I've had though before. I literally think I've had like these before. Just
Okay.
So this
Am
is
I going crazy?
this is what they look like, guys.
It's not on the paper.
It might be the mystery snack. Why the hell won't this focus?
Because you're too close. Ooh. There you go. There you go.
Just looks like a little cookie with chocolate. It looks like a Fig Newton with chocolate. Let me see.
I can't
Yeah, but
find
they
it.
say extra mystery treat included in
Oh.
that, so this might be it.
Yeah, that may be it, but I have no idea. Mr. Adventure, thank you so much for the super chat. Brian, don't be sour. Enjoy the hours with your wife.
Always.
Always. We don't get many. We have to enjoy it while we're together.
Are you ready?
No.
You don't even have one.
Hurts. I know, because I don't want to eat the chocolate.
It's not even that chocolatey.
You're lying. I can literally smell it. It is harder than I thought that would be.
It's like
You know what it's...
kind of tastes like Nutella.
That's what I was wondering, because it does have like a nutty taste. Art smell.
But then it's definitely chocolate. I don't know. Kind of tastes like Nutella.
Yeah, that's not bad. You know what it tastes like, though? A Toll House cookie.
I don't know what that is.
Like a crunchier version of like the Chips Ahoy.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. How you gonna say you don't like cooked chocolate and you be eating those?
Because it's not like real chocolate.
It's-
And that's like once in like a couple years I do that.
This looks like
That wasn't bad though.
I thought it was the little eggs that the kids get. What the hell those things called?
Kinder Eggs.
The Kinder eggs, yeah.
Yeah.
But this is called the Renita Croa.
So it is a sweet and crunchy Mexican chocolate known as Ranita Croque, or Little Frog Croque, from the popular brand of candies De La Rosa. Enjoy this tasty milk chocolate frog with crispy Rice Krispie bits. So it's like a crunch bar. That's what I'm missing.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's not good. That's spoiled, I think. Where is it? Oh yeah, this is spoiled.
It says October 12th. I think it got too hot.
When the chocolate turns white like that, that's not good. I mean, if you want to try it, you can. I'm not. I think it got too hot.
Unless that's the color it's supposed to be.
Well, that's what I don't know, but...
Does anybody know if yeah, the seal broke or something? Because it's like white. And you can't even see it.
Yeah.
You know how when the chocolate turns like that, like...
You're too close.
That white color? Damn. But yeah, it looked like a crunch bar.
Assault, thank you so much for the gifted membership. And then I'm trying to get up, but it's moving. Zero, what's up? This fills your pick, man. Now I know you are true.
I appreciate you, Zero. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Assault, thank you for the gifted.
House of Kane, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you guys. If the chocolate has turned white, it just means that it melted and the fat has separated.
Yeah, that's what I always thought.
Well, then go ahead, you could try it. I'm not gonna try it, but you could try it.
I mean, I got a bad stomach. I ain't trying to fuck like that. This is fucked up.
Try it. But that's just me.
No, I appreciate you guys. Seriously.
I think it's just like a crunch bar, though. I can see the Rice Krispie like pieces like in a crunch bar, so I think that's what it is. I appreciate better camera and mic. Thank you. I would hope this camera would be better. I was nervous. But
you didn't even think it would work.
No.
I had to do it.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
I didn't do it, but I put you on what you needed. I told you it wasn't that hard.
Yeah, he did. I was arguing with him. I was like, it's not gonna work. He's like, yes, it is. I'm like, no, it's not.
Pulp Barindo.
Let me see.
This is hot and salted tamarind pulp candy.
Tamarind flavored. Oh.
What does that mean?
It is a chili and tamarind flavored bar enjoyed by millions in Mexico. It is
millions?
It's a spicy, one of a kind taste, and it is definitely a taste of Mexico and a reflection of the country's unique love for spicy treats. Listen, okay? I had Bonnie Fury, I think last week or the week before, something like that, and that is made with like a tamarind like thing. And when I'm telling you, that motherfucker burned the absolute shit out of
Wait, is that hot?
The one that I had, I don't know if that's hot. But it's like a tamarind, like, you know, like little soup base that they pour in. I'm actually going to get it tomorrow.
This shit just looks like spices.
It is really good. I like it. You need that shirt? Mike, this is in the merch shop.
Yeah,
There's a bunch of different designs in the merch shop.
All right, chat, be real. Is this shit hot?
Yeah. I'll try it first.
Because you won't lie to me. Chat will definitely lie to me.
Yeah, they will.
I have my stomach all jacked up. Oh, is it made out of that same stuff that your stupid straw is made out of? That gummy, chewy shit?
Tastes just like it. That's good.
That is not good.
That's delicious. I literally eat a mango nada just to get the straw.
It just tastes like gummy spices.
It's delicious. It's salty and sweet and spicy.
It hit my throat. Ah, it's so gross.
It's so good. He's lying. It's so good. What is wrong with you? Oh my god. He spit something out. I didn't. It was delicious.
That tastes like shit.
Put a piece of mango on it. Take one of these, right, and slice up a mango, a champagne mango, and like put the slices. It'll be like a little sushi, like you know what I mean? Vale, Crystal, you should live stream shaving Brian before his face disappears and he cuts your hair in return. No, thank you. A Karen haircut? Are you saying that I am a Karen? What do you say? What does that mean?
I gotta keep it. You guys don't want to see me without a beard.
No, I mean he looks good either way, but I definitely like the beard. It's
I mean,
it's not even that bad, honestly.
I mean, it's growing in.
I mean, it is growing in, but it's not even that bad. He's literally streamed with like worse guys. Gonna have to trust Brian's judgment. You guys are crazy.
That shit's gross.
Like if you've ever had like a mango nada, like a Mexican drink, it's like a Mexican I don't know. It has mango and tahini and chamoy and like I don't know. It's like sweet and salty and spicy. Vale, I feel like you're calling me a Karen. That's like the third time you've said, "Give me a Karen haircut." I don't know, bro.
All right, what's next?
Okay. We'll do this one.
It's like a Charleston chew.
Milk chocolate style bar. I think it's just chocolate.
Oh.
Is a sweet and crunchy. Oh, maybe not. Mexican chocolate known as Ranita Croc. No, that's not that. Hold on.
That's the this one.
This one. The King of Chocolates is a staple chocolate bar in Mexico since the 70s. With its rich smell and unique powdery taste, you will better understand why Mexicans think this is the number one chocolate.
The number one?
Number one.
Oh, see, that one turned white too.
Oh. Maybe it is.
So yeah, it's just the...
It's from Nestle. Oh, you can try that. That's just a full-on freaking chocolate bar.
It's just chocolate.
Yeah. It's made by Nestle though, so I don't know. I feel like you don't trust Nestle in the US. They have like the really bad chocolate.
Yeah, it just tastes like a chocolate bar.
I don't like chocolate, so I'm a Karen. I will be a Karen if I don't like chocolate, I guess. Okay. And these are chocoretas. Small candies in circular form with an exquisite mint and chocolate flavor. This confit candy has a really tasty cover of mint, sugarish cover, mint, sugarish cover, and a filling of sweet chocolate. So it's like a minty M&M. That's what I'm gonna think. Oh, I didn't show you guys.
That sounds pretty delish.
I didn't show you the other one either.
You eat hog meat for fun? What the hell is that? Like legit hog?
Ooh,
I've never had hog.
It smells like the mint you get at Olive Garden at the end of the meal.
Oh, the little
You
chocolate
know what I mean?
mint.
It's like a sixlet.
A what?
You know the sixlets?
Oh, those little hard little
Yeah.
candies with the chocolate in them?
Yeah.
But yeah, this tastes like a...
But like it just tastes like a mint. That's good.
Like a
I like that.
York
'Cause the-
peppermint patty.
Yeah, it covers the chocolate taste, so I don't mind that.
These are actually
That's
really good.
Any Kinder in there? No, there's no Kinder. This is Mexico. And that's it in the box.
Try Swedish chocolate. What the hell was the chocolates I used to get all the time? The Ghirardellis.
What?
Ghirardelli chocolate. I think that was what the brand was. The one I used to get all the time when I worked for
Is it
McLaren.
Ghirardelli? I can't remember now.
I used to eat Ghirardelli. I think it was Ghirardelli.
That's like I thought that was like European chocolate.
That was I don't know about Swedish
Yeah.
or Belgian chocolate, but whatever the Ghirardelli brand is, I used to eat that all the time. It was so good.
Fun fact, did you know that Americans like the taste of vomit? So, American chocolate makers put in an enzyme to make chocolate have like an acid, like a stomach acid taste, and Americans really like it. But that's why if you eat a European chocolate compared to an American chocolate, the European chocolate is way smoother and it has a different taste compared to American chocolate because it doesn't have that enzyme. But they found that Americans love the puke taste. Kind of gross.
Starfield.
Starbucks, bitches. Well, they have no idea what that is. So
Yeah, J Daddy, I already own. I bought it on Steam, the premium edition, and yeah, I get the early download on the 30th, and then the game should be available on the 31st. I've eaten a Kinder Egg. My kids get them all the time.
Mm-hmm. No, I won't be able to eat chocolate. I just choked on a freaking taco and went down my throat. Euros say that Hershey's tastes like vomit. For some reason, I live in Romania and never tried Hershey's. I only eat Milka. Yeah, Milka's really good. Paul sent us some, and also Eldridge also sent us some stuff from the UK, and it had chocolate in it so that we could taste the difference between American chocolate and like Euro chocolate. And I will not lie, the Milka, like that was when your grandfather and everybody, they ate that. They were like, this is the best chocolate I've ever had in my life. Like they ate every single bar that Paul had sent in the box, like the little box that he had sent. They ate everything. They were just like, yo, this is the best chocolate I've ever had. So I got more to send now.
Have I played Dead by Daylight? Yeah, we actually played Dead by Daylight. I think it was on my, I want to say it was on my 50K celebration stream. I think we played Dead by Daylight for a couple hours. Three Musketeers is the best chocolate bar, Jerry. Why are you trolling?
Do you have ketchup chips? I've heard of that, but I'm not much of like a huge chip person. My mom has probably tried it. She tries all that weird shit. Like all like the different chips. She'd be like, look, I got this chip that's covered in marshmallow and mustard. Want to try it? I'm like, that's disgusting. And she's like, what? I thought it sounded interesting. And I'm like, no, I don't want to try that.
I mean, Three Musketeers are okay. I used to eat them, you know, back when I was young, and I used to get them for like Halloween. But I would definitely not prioritize a Three Musketeers over like a Twix or a Snickers. Like, in my opinion, Snickers is the king of all candy bars because it's like a Milky Way is just nougat and caramel. The Three Musketeers is just nougat. But then you got the Snickers that has a little bit of everything. You got the nuts, the caramel, the nougat. It's just delicious.
I wasn't going to make a joke, but...
And then if you're not really a nougaty person, then you could go to Twix route. So somebody asked about the release for Starfield. So how I'm going to play that. If it's available for me at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard.
That one got me.
Oh, God. Or
that line got me right in the back.
If it's available on the 31st at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'll be playing at 8 p.m. Eastern. And how it'll work is I'm actually probably going to play it into the early morn when it first drops. So we'll probably play from like 8 o'clock to like 2, 3 in the morning. I'll get off, go take a nap, and then I'll probably be up by like 10 or 11 in the morning, and we'll be right back on it. So that's how I plan on doing that initial like release for Starfield. Is we're gonna play it that night for 5, 6, 7 hours, however long I'm into it. until I feel like I need to pass out, and then we'll get off. I'll go get some sleep, wake up the next day, and we'll play it more.
That live got me again. Made my eye twitch.
Yeah, I had it sitting in the back of my throat.
It's not even the spices, the lime. Dustin, I did not. The chat is going real fast.
Oh, the Lindor. Yeah, we've had the Lindor chocolate. The red one. You used to get the Lindor all the time. That shit was good.
My grandma liked the Lindor. Damn, it caught me off guard. That lime kicked my ass. Are you doing midnight play of it or on the 31st midday? Only asking because I believe it releases midnight 30th into the 31st.
So no, it releases the midnight of the 31st going into the 1st. So, but it's UTC. So for Eastern, that's like 7 or 8 o'clock. So it releases midnight, go from the 31st into the 1st. At least that's what I'm tracking.
You see some of these streamers go for 15 hours straight. What's the longest stream? What's your longest stream?
12 hours. Yeah,
Dustin, that's awesome. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the longest stream I've ever done was 12 hours. The thing about it is even that 12-hour stream, like that shit hurts, guys. Like when you get up after that, like because I got the lights and everything just beaming in my face and just sitting stagnant for so long, not really moving. It's really, really not good for you. I mean, there's been plenty of guys who have done like 24, 48-hour streams and have died. Like legitimately died. Like had a fucking blood clot go to their heart and kill them and shit. It's just not healthy. There's no reason for it. So for me, I've done 7, 8, 9 hour streams a couple of times. I could swing those. But generally, I would like to keep it around if I'm going to do a long stream, like maybe 6 hours, and then I should probably take a break because it's not good for you.
I feel like even when you do the 12-hour for 100K, you're gonna be like,
it's gonna hurt. It's gonna So when I do like that 12-hour stream, I'm not gonna be streaming for 12 straight uninterrupted hours. Like I'll stream, use the bathroom, eat food. I'll sit there, we'll talk, and we'll do other things during the stream. I won't just be sitting there playing video games for like 12 hours straight. That shit will hurt.
Paul said, that's why I'm trying to get my box to you in time for it. Maybe you can have a break for that.
Yeah, it sounds legit, Paul.
Box. Thank you again, Paul. I know Brian is so close. Literally. Like, I told Brian yesterday, we were talking about, I was like, you know how like impatient it feels to be like at 99K? Like,
I hit 99K? I wasn't at 99K yet.
No, but I'm saying like when you're at 99K, like you just want to skip it. It's like, come on, like that's just disrespectful at this point. like if you want to get to 100K, like
almost. Yeah, we're 5 subscribers away from 99.
5 subscribers. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't make me be Karen. You need a massaging chair. You got the chair, just need your wife? No. People are so crazy. Ay. Crystal, do you have any sisters? No, I'm an only child. That's why I'm a brat.
Can't find the shirt. It's not on my YouTube site.
No, the YouTube merch, don't shop there. Brian has to take that off. I thought you had already taken it off.
Mm-mm.
No, Brian has to take that off. It's a totally different one. I think if we do this, it may work, but I don't know because I haven't seen Streamlabs this whole time.
It's not on.
It's not on?
I don't think so.
Well, damn.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there you go.
So there's
That
the
is
merch
the
link right there in
Yeah.
the chat if you guys are interested.
That has all the updated merch styles and everything like that. Hey, Callie.
Have I had any issues with copyright or anything like that? With what? Like on the channel? I mean, I run into copyright issues all the time. Yeah. The main downside, like I said, is when they block your videos. It's just annoying. Like the other day, I had a copyright with Fallout 76. Something was playing on the radio. I get hit with copyright. BioShock, I had some copyright. it's generally not a big deal because all they do is take some ad revenue, which I barely make any money on ad revenue anyways, so it doesn't really matter. I just hate when they block my videos because then nobody can watch them. That shit really, really sucks. So, All About Beer, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. But yeah, we've had a couple, like GTA 4. My first time playing GTA 4, that stream got blocked for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, people were rioting at that point.
People were going crazy. Where's this episode? Where'd GTA 4 go? Where'd GTA 4 go? And I'm like, I'm sorry. YouTube took it down. Callie, what's going on? I appreciate you popping by. Bruce Juice.
So then it is 4 subs left. I don't know, is it? We haven't gotten a thing saying anything.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, 4 subs left.
Yeah, Kelly, they can. They can block it from certain countries. Like a lot of mine on my channel, the shorts, those are blocked in like certain countries, or they just blocked it completely. I had to take it down, change the music, even though it was approved music from YouTube, which made no sense. But it was like I switched it to the music that YouTube said I could use, and then YouTube was like, yeah, no, you're not gonna have anything. I mean, you don't make anything off of shorts anyways, but it was like nobody could even see it. So
yeah, so Callie, when it comes to copyright, whether you make money or not, that's not even the factor that YouTube or not YouTube, because YouTube actually has nothing to do with the copyright. Mm-hmm. It's the owner of said copyright material that writes the rules. So if you have no monetization on your channel and you're making no money, but you get a copyright claim, they can still block your video. Because that's what the copyright owner wants to happen. If anytime, because what happens if I submit a copyright, like I put out a piece of a song, and I say to YouTube, hey, anytime this song comes up on your platform, I want you to do one of 3 things. I want you to give me the money, I want you to take the video down, block it, or I want that video stricken for copyright strike. And those are like the different choices that the person implements. It has nothing to do with YouTube. It's the owner of the copyright. So
yeah, we didn't know that till recently.
Yeah, so if the person who owns that thing wants your video taken down,
yeah, like let's say Beyonce has a song and that song plays in your video. And then Beyonce is the one that says, I want it taken down, I want money from it, or I want it completely blocked. Like she's the one that basically decides that.
Not YouTube.
Yeah, not YouTube.
Holy shit,
David! Holy. Good to see you guys. Semper Fi. Semper Fi.
Semper Fi, brother. Thank you so much, man. It's a huge super chat. I hope you're having a great day today, man.
Thank you. Thank you. You guys are insane with all the love.
Yeah, Callie, it's weird, man. Like some in-game music, sometimes you'll get hit with copyright. I've even had like background sound, like when my old setup, like if the kids were listening to Coco Melon or something like that, it'd get picked up in my microphone. Boom, they'd hit you with it. So
they used to hit me when I would go to stores. I would be in a store and I would be like IRL, and then the store would be playing music, and then it gets picked up in the video, and then it blocks the video.
Yeah, sometimes it's just in-game music, man. Literally, like the in-game background music. I can't even tell you how many times I've gotten hit.
Do you pay YouTube any money for data storage?
No. I was actually, it's crazy that you bring that up about the whole data storage thing, Fat Boy, with YouTube. I was actually thinking that the other day, right? I forgot what the hell we were doing. And I'm like, man, think about, like, because when I upload live streams, some of my live streams at 1440p, 4 or 5 hour streams, you're talking like gigs, chat. So many gigs worth of videos. And I'm sitting here like, damn, where does YouTube store all this shit?
Yeah.
Because you got to think, all the people that are putting videos in the world, YouTube keeps, and I was like, man.
And it's Google, and Google's over here making me pay for storage for my email.
Well, probably because they got to pay for all this shit YouTube.
That's
so I'm
bullshit.
sitting there, I'm like, damn, like where the fuck do they store all this shit? And they constantly have to be building more. They have to, because it's just It's always growing. Every day, YouTube grows bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm like, aren't they going to run out of space eventually?
Maybe. Mm-hmm.
Eventually, you'll know when they start be like, hey, you got to start paying money to keep like unmonetized channels or something.
Zurzak, thank you so much for the super chat. Enjoy your day, guys. Thank you.
Z,
I hope you have a good day.
I appreciate that. They just stuff it in their mattresses.
How do people make music video reviews and stuff on YouTube? So what you can do is, technically you can buy it. So you can buy the rights to cover it. You're paying a lot of money to do that, but it's just like when they buy a song to put in a movie, they have to pay the artist a certain amount of what they say, and then they can use that song in their stuff without being like hit with copyright.
A lot of the big guys like Shaq, or what is his name, like Real Life Shaq or something like that. There's an art form to it, guys, that you have to master. It's very, very hit or miss, but copyright only kicks in. And this will probably give you a little insight on how these guys do it. Copyright only kicks in after 10 seconds. So that's why you'll see a lot of those guys, they'll play the song, they'll only listen to it for a few seconds, and then they'll stop, and then they'll like talk about it.
Yeah.
Then they'll play it again for a few seconds, and they'll stop. They keep stopping it like every few seconds because copyright doesn't kick in, like I said, until 10 seconds. But a lot of those review guys, none of them are monetized. Like they don't get they don't make any money on ad revenue on YouTube.
A lot of times they have
Patreons and stuff like that. A lot of those guys, they don't make any money on YouTube whatsoever. They have other things, or they have sponsors and shit like that they make money on. I think it's Real Life Shaq. I forgot his fucking name.
Thank you so much for the 12 months, 1 year. Woohoo! Always glad to be here. Thank you. Sorry guys, I have the phone down here, so I'm trying to see because it's hard because the light in my eyes, it's all I see is dots, so I'm looking down.
Or No Life Shack, yeah, so he, like a lot of his videos aren't even monetized at all. But yeah, he has like, they have like Patreons and shit like that. Mm-hmm. But it's always a slippery slope. Even when I was talking with my YouTube rep, he was like, yeah, man, like a lot of the channels that you see have a lot of copyright, like lawsuit issues, are the guys who, are doing music reviews or movie reviews, anime reviews. Because
reaction videos.
Yeah, the reaction videos, because that's a very, very slippery slope before it's quote unquote fair use or just.
I saw a fly hit you in the head.
A fly hit me?
Yeah. Oh, there's one damn fly that's always in this kitchen, just one fly, and he literally just keeps flying, and he apparently hits you in the head. I see him over there. He's literally on the cabinet.
Hey, Lorenzo, thank you for the super chat.
Lorenzo, thank you. Did Crystal see you scream when you played Limerick?
I didn't scream.
Are you lying? Oh, it just came back and hit you in the head again and again. Oh, don't. It swatted that. You were going to swat it and bounce off my face dead.
I wasn't thinking of the trajectory of where the fly was going to go. I was just trying to get it.
You should have. Fat Boy, thank you so much for the super chat. Freya. No. No.
You don't have that cheese?
No.
Oh, there's no more, baby.
No, I just saw some.
Where?
In that cabinet.
You don't like that. That's what Mommy gave you last time. You didn't like it.
I did a little bit of lick it.
The battle cry warrior scream Brian had.
There was no scream. You better eat it.
Dun, dun,
You're
dun.
in a lot of trouble for wasting it.
I have never seen a YouTube ad in 20 years. We both have YouTube Premium, so I haven't seen an ad in like
Shit, I haven't had
3 years, 2 years.
I had lost my premium because my freaking card information.
Oh.
So I actually have been getting hit with ads. It's not that bad though, because I was gonna re-up my premium. I just haven't done it yet. And I watch YouTube stuff every day, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
When you guys do have YouTube Premium, it helps creators like Brian.
Yeah, it does.
Because they actually get partial, not a lot, but they get partial. It's basically like, they're like, hey, this person has YouTube Premium and they watch your stuff. Here's a little bit from the YouTube Premium price. If you do have YouTube Premium, that helps creators. So not just Brian, but if you watch anybody, it helps them.
Mom, it tastes a little bit good. Mom, it tastes
YouTube
a
charges
little
30% or takes because of what you just said, all the freebie stuff, so you can't blame them.
Yeah, well, the one thing about YouTube that, you know, a lot of people don't take into consideration that I do have a newfound appreciation for is the storage, because I couldn't even imagine how much money they spent. Like, I sit here, I think I got almost 2,000 videos on my channel that average probably, you know, 10 gigs a piece, just to say. I can't even imagine how many teraflops, you know, just my channel alone is consumed. So, you know, to pay them a little bit of money to maintain my videos and stuff, it's you know what I mean. It is what it is.
Jay, no, we do not get a discount for YouTube Premium.
No, yeah,
we have to pay it just like
YouTube.
everyone else.
There's no like, because I'm not technically like an employee of YouTube. I don't even like work for it. It's like everything that we get it's through Google.
Yeah. Fatboy, YouTube takes 30%. So YouTube takes 30% of everything. So if you donate $100, YouTube automatically takes that like 30% before he even sees it. And then from there you have to also add in taxes, which is about 30 to 40%.
Imagine if they told you, if you want to upload a new video, you have to that would be terrible. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you know, if you want to upload a new video, you got to start deleting some. That'd be rough. I mean, for me, it'd be pretty easy because I would just start deleting a lot of my older content. I got a ton of older stuff that I could probably get rid
Kevin,
of.
thank you so much for the $2 donation.
Seriously, thank you so much, man.
Thank you again to David. Thank you. It's better than 50% Twitch. Yes and no. I feel like both have their downsides. Like,
I don't know. I just feel like Twitch became a shittier version of YouTube.
it did, but it also has a lot more people. The thing is with Twitch is the creators on Twitch. I used to stream on Twitch. The creators on Twitch thrive. Their whole business thrives off of donations, not memberships. Like the memberships, yeah, you don't really make anything. But if you realize all of the Twitch is donations, Amazon wish lists, like, you know, like there's things that people will like physically buy, or like I said, like straight up donations to the creator, and that's how they run their business. Where YouTube is more view based, like, and not so much like donations. So basically the whole basis of YouTube is ads and, you know, how many views you get and that kind of thing. So that's where their base is. So I feel like it's just two totally different things.
Well, I feel like a lot. That's like on the smaller community of like, because most of the big guys like Asman, he just makes all his money off of Twitch subs.
Well, yeah,
I think he has like
millions. But I mean, that's also the difference. You have Snoop Dogg streaming on Twitch of him sitting there just talking to a camera and making a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Where the average Twitch person who is the average
that's
person,
what I'm saying, the average.
they're not making anything off of what Twitch is giving them. They're making what their community is donating to them. So I feel like that's, personally, in my opinion, that's the difference.
Spy, thank you for the 3 months. Yeah, we're getting close, guys. We're almost at 99K. And once I get within, I'm trying to figure out around when I want to do the 100K stream, because right now, depending on how this all goes, I could potentially hit 100K right around when Starfield releases, which would be unfortunate, because say I hit 100K on the 1st, we're not going to be doing the 100K stream that day. Because Starfield, obviously. But it all just kind of depends on what day we're going to be getting close, because I'm going to go ahead and we'll probably do the stream before I hit 100K, and then we'll try to hit 100K on the stream. That'd be the goal. But yeah, it's the thing about Twitch. It used to be really nice because it was kind of like the wild, wild west. Like you could listen to music, you didn't have to worry about copyright, you didn't have to do anything. Like, but then Twitch now tried to be like a serious thing, so they started having all these rules and the copyright. But the problem,
they got bought from Amazon, and Amazon was like, "Whoa, we don't want any more lawsuits. Please, can you need to change it?"
Yeah,
and
so
they went and changed.
Twitch just got, it was just as strict as YouTube for the most part, but had less viewers on the platform. You know what I mean? Because and I tell this to everybody. People ask me all the time. Hey man, when you want to be, if I want to be a streamer, should I be on YouTube or Twitch? And I made this decision when I first started streaming, and the way I looked at it was, I was like, I have YouTube, I have Twitch. I could go on either platform. Now the thing about YouTube was, because at the time I was playing State of Decay, right? You go on Twitch any given time. If I go on Twitch right now and I look at the State of Decay category, there might be 40 viewers in the whole category. Not just like for the whole State of Decay. Every streamer on the platform, there might be 40. On a good day, maybe 100. On YouTube, you got to think of how many people are watching State of Decay content on YouTube at any given time. Videos, all of that stuff. So there's just more viewers, period, on YouTube compared to Twitch. And YouTube's search engine is way more refined than Twitch's. So I was like, you know what? I'll be better off on YouTube. The audiences are bigger. There's more content. You can, they have playlists where people can go back and watch old videos, which is not a thing on Twitch. I mean, you can, but it's only for like a month or whatever. Then the videos start falling off. There's no longevity to your series or videos or anything like that. So that's why you'll see a lot of Twitch people take their streams from Twitch and put it on YouTube. But now you have two different audiences in two different places. And I was like, why? When you could just do it all on YouTube, you could stream. All your videos will stay right there. There's a bigger audience. So that was a decision I made early on. I just went the YouTube route. Even though back when I started streaming on YouTube is actually the unpopular opinion for streamers.
Yeah, I tried to get him to move. I was streaming on Twitch, and I was telling him, I'm like, streaming on YouTube, there's nobody that's streaming on YouTube. It's like dead.
Nobody
like,
was doing it at the time.
And then I was like, you should come over to Twitch. And then he was just like, no, I'm just going to stick here. I'm going to stick here. I'm going to stick here. And then obviously that paid out for him, because if he would have listened to me, he probably wouldn't have grown that much. Yeah. Because it is true. And I also feel like Twitch also has changed over the years, where Twitch used to be more about gaming and gameplay. And now it's more hot tubs and inappropriate things and celebrities.
Ear-sucking videos.
Yeah, ear-sucking videos. It's just weird now. Like, it's not the same. And I feel like that's even why I got off. Like, people are just disgusting over there. Like, you stream and you have like whole groups of people that will come in and just say the most disgusting things to you if you're a female. And it's like,
Craig, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. George, do I pay for Streamlabs Ultra? I did for like 1 month, and then I don't stream multi-platform, and that's really the only benefit for it is multi-platform streaming, and I don't do it. So there's no point for me to have Streamlabs Ultra, no.
Craig, thank you for the super sticker.
You said me? You said Freya. Mommy said Freya.
No, I didn't, Craig.
I just heard you. I heard you say Freya.
Craig, go upstairs. Okay, well then do that.
Yeah, so like I said, I made that. I even tried to get some guys to come over to YouTube early on, because I had a feeling that it was, because YouTube back then, this was before super chats, this was before any of the stuff that exists now. It wasn't a stream friendly platform, but there was talk of it becoming better because they wanted to compete with Twitch. Live streaming was becoming more of a thing. So I think that's kind of why I got ahead of the curve, was because I kind of invested in it early on before it was something. And then, when it blew up, everybody tried coming over. But by that point, I was already in and established and stuff like that. Yeah. So
I feel like you got to get ahead of curves like that. Freya's like, Alexa Echo, it thinks we talk to it when we don't ever so often. No, YouTube, I think that YouTube is a superior platform. I don't know. I know people, you're either team Twitch or team YouTube. I feel like it's just two totally, also like the personalities are different. Like I have a friend and she just does strictly Twitch. Like I try to convince them to come over to YouTube and they're like, no. Like my community's on Twitch, I'm not moving. Like they'll do videos on YouTube, but when they stream, it's always on Twitch. I try to go to Twitch to watch them and I can't even watch them anymore because Twitch has so many ads. Like literally if you type in the chat, it'll give you 3 ads. So for 2 minutes, I can't even hear what she replied. I can't nothing unless you're a member to the channel. Like, so it like forces you to become a member in order to even watch a stream and communicate with people, which I feel like is not the best.
George, thank you for the 5 gifted,
George,
brother.
thank you.
That is so kind of you. Everybody receives one of those. Welcome to the fam. House of Cain.
Thank you.
Thank you for that super chat, man. That's huge.
Thank you. More mature audience. It's so funny. I went to the dentist yesterday and the girl that was cleaning my teeth, she asked about Brian and she was like, oh, that's so exciting. When he was here the other day, like we were talking, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, da, 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 da. And we're just talking about stuff. And then she's like, yeah, it's just so crazy because my mom's boyfriend watches streams all the time. Like he'll just stand there and watch people like gameplay streams, like stuff Brian does. She's like for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And he's like 50. And I thought he was like so weird for doing that. And she's like my age. And I was just like, no, I was like, actually, like if you look at the analytics of Brian's channel, majority of the people that watch his YouTube is 35 to like 60. Like and even 35 is on like the lower end. It's mainly like 40 to 60. Like those are like the main group of people. And I said, I think that's what stands Brian's channel out because I feel like when you have a younger audience, there's a lot more trolling. There's a lot more like, it's not as much of a community base where I feel like Brian's community is community based. Like everyone's very tight on stream and off stream. Like you have people who go in Discord and they play games all the time together. And it's more of like a family environment more than just a like.
Yeah, I've tried to explain to people because like some people like don't get it. Like they don't understand like what is it about live streams that people even enjoy.
Yeah.
And for me personally, like I've worked really mundane jobs, truck driving, security type of jobs where you're just sitting on duty all day.
Nelly!
Hey, Nels, how you doing? But people don't understand, like, what I used to do was when I was on the road driving for 14 hours, I would just throw a stream on and I wouldn't even watch it. I would just listen to the streamer talk and it was just like white noise. It just kept me, it made the work day go by fast. Like, I don't know. And that was how I would do it. I would just sit there and listen to streams or it'd give me something to do while I was at work. It's just, I don't know. And it was something I could engage with if I wasn't driving and stuff like that. I don't know. It's just that was what the appeal was for it. It just made my days go by so much smoother, so much faster.
See, I feel like with YouTube communities or like just streaming communities, it's a way, like I started streaming, this is how I look at it, and I guess I look at everybody else like the same way. When I started streaming like, Vito 7, so 8, 9 years ago, when I initially started streaming on Twitch, I was like, I'm just bored. Not bored, like I'm alone. Like he's working all the time. I have kids, one child at that point, and I'm like, and I have no adult friends. I have nobody. We lived far away from our families, like with military and stuff. So I'm like, I don't have anybody, and I just want to not be so alone and hang out. So I would stream for just social interaction. Like I just wanted to talk to people because I was talking to a 2-year-old all day. So when I look at other people who are constantly watching streams and stuff like that, I feel like that's the same thing. They're looking for like someone else. Like sometimes it's just really lonely. Like no matter what your situation is, whether it's you have kids or whether, your kids are all grown up or whatever, like you want that little community that, I don't know.
Yeah, if it wasn't for live streaming, I mean, I would have just been, minus being because like on the road and stuff, guys, I would literally just be by myself all day, every day.
Yeah.
And I'd be on the phone with her and sometimes, guys, we'd be on the phone
8+ hours.
8 hours, and there'd be like an hour. We wouldn't even talk.
Yeah.
We'd just be on the phone. She'd just be doing something around the house, and I would just be working. We wouldn't even be talking. We would just be on the phone. And, yeah, it was just like, it is lonely, you know what I mean? You don't have anybody to talk to or anything like that. So, I'm not like, especially after my time in the military, I lost like my social butterfly status. I used to be very outgoing and stuff like that, but after all my time in the military, I kind of became more of like an isolated to myself. I don't really engage with people. So streaming actually gave me this platform to like be more of my old self, I guess you could say, like this outgoing, really like people person that, I always used to love being. But it's weird because now I'm like this on stream, but then like when I'm out in public, I'm still very like standoffish and very like isolated. I don't know. It's like, but I don't know. I'm comfortable with you guys. It's weird. Ali, you're good, brother. You don't need to keep saying you're sorry, man.
Seriously, like 50 times. I'm trying to see. Sorry, guys.
What do you mean, noob? How do I keep in trim? I'm pretty sure you got autocorrect Slade. With streaming all day?
Maybe in shape. That's how I
Oh, in shape?
Yeah.
I'm not in shape at all. I just
we
have...
were just talking about that this
Yeah,
morning.
I mean, I just have like...
He just has really good freaking genes. It's annoying.
It's not even good genes. It's like the military... Well, no, because there's a lot of guys...
it's good genes, okay? It is good genetics. He is just, he doesn't eat. That's the first thing. He eats like once a day. So basically he intermittent fasts without actually trying to intermittent fast. And he has really good freaking genetics. And it's annoying because he can sit here and eat candy and cookies and all this stuff and he won't gain a pound. I look at it and I gain 15 pounds. Like, it's frustrating.
But hey, it's not... But you gotta... I can get fat. I've done it plenty of times.
His version of fat
No. I failed weight
thick.
and tape.
Yeah, but it's just thick.
No, I was fat. They said you are fat.
And he got offended. He got offended. He was like, I'm fat?
Listen, guys. All right. My whole life in the military, I was always in shape. When I was in the Marine Corps, I averaged about 190 pounds. And I was muscular. I was in shape. I was always running, pull-ups, all that stuff. So I was in really good shape when I got out of the Marines, right? And this just goes to show how easy it is to just not really recognize when your body changes. It's like you have like this mindset of like, this is what my body is.
Yeah, that's me right now. And I am way bigger than I've ever been in my life.
It's a mental thing though. Like,
yeah, but you don't notice it.
Yeah, like you always think that you're the same.
It.
Like, so you have a picture in your mind
until
of
I
what
see
you,
these.
Of what you look like and how your body's set up. And didn't even notice, guys. I went from 180 pounds to 210 pounds of not muscle. So I did the Army weight and tape, and I failed. And I was like, what do you mean I failed? Like, I'm like looking at myself.
And then, what about when you really noticed when my aunt came up?
Oh, no, that was after.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, what do you mean I failed weight and tape? Like, this doesn't make any sense. So when you fail your weight and tape, you got to go, I failed the weigh-in. So then you got to go get taped where they actually measure your neck, they measure your waist, and to make sure that you're not just super muscular. Because a lot of guys, you could just be really, really muscular and fail your weigh-in because they're like, oh, at this height, you have to be this weight. So I had to go get taped. So I'm standing in the line, with all these guys, and I'm sitting there talking shit. I'm like, man, I can't believe they got me in this line. Like, why do I gotta get taped? I've never been taped before. And these dudes are probably looking at me like, this fucking fat ass dude sitting here talking shit.
He was so offended, so offended.
I was really like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why am I here in this line? And these guys are like, yeah, dude, it doesn't make it. And they're like, dude, you're fucking fat. So I get up there and they tape me and I fucking failed tape. I failed tape.
Mr. Adventure, I just scrolled up. I did see it. I did miss that. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Oh, Mr. Adventure, sorry. About that.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Literally went way too fast. I'm having a hard time.
Yeah, so they do the measurements. I fail. I'm overweight. by like, I think I was supposed to be 190 something. I was 210. So I was like very, very overweight. And so I got written up for it, and I didn't even realize. I was like, man, this is like a big deal. But then we went to the hospital. Her grandfather had got sick.
Yeah.
So we showed up, and it was the first time seeing any of her family members in a long time. So her aunt, very, very straightforward.
She is very straightforward.
She comes up to me, and, you know, I give her a hug or whatever. I'm like, hey, how you doing? And she says, wow, your face has gotten quite round. That's what she fucking said to me.
She didn't say hello.
No, she said, wow, your face has gotten quite round. And guys, I was just like, oh. After that, it only took, I think, about what, month?
No, yeah, after that, we literally left the hospital that night. He said, I'm not eating again.
Yeah, it took
he
me
was
about,
like, no, I'm done.
Yeah, I lost all the weight in probably about a month and a half. I shredded it all. And then, yeah, it was bad though, guys. But I got big. But now I'm a little more conscious about it because of the job I have. I know I'm very, very sedentary. I don't move around a lot. So now I just watch what I eat. I try to not.
Sounds just like my mom. No, yeah, that was probably the most savage thing. And he was like, he said, she didn't even say hi. She just said, wow, your face is round.
Yeah, your face is
I was
fucking round.
dying.
I was like, damn. But yeah, I lost all the weight. I ended up getting back in shape. And
it was just,
it was
you know, like when you're pregnant, what is it called? Sympathy or?
The sympathy weight?
Yeah, like, I don't know. I was pregnant with our first
I
son.
wish we had that picture, the one where I had my...
I don't. You look disgusting.
Guys, it was like this picture. I had like a wife beater on, and like I had like this mustache. It was just, I had no beard. I just had this thick ass mustache.
Horrible.
I looked like my name was Mario. I had a big ass belly. Like I literally, and I like my arms were all like puffy and shit, and I was just like, damn, who the fuck is that? Cause I just had this big ass belly. Like it was weird.
Yeah, he definitely put on weight when I was pregnant, and I think that's just what it was. And then as soon as that happened at the hospital, he was like, no, not happening again.
I wish I could find that picture, guys, because you wouldn't believe it. Like, if you saw it, you'd be like, what the fuck?
I'm glad we can't find that picture, to be honest, because I was so big.
Yeah, but you were pregnant.
I looked disgusting.
I was not pregnant.
Like,
and I looked
it was
pregnant.
horrible.
It was a legit, like, beer belly, guys. But I didn't even drink beer. It was just a belly. For no reason.
Yeah, and then for me, I was always like, I'm only 5'2", so my like ideal weight is like 120 to 130, I think, or something like that. And after my daughter, like I ran out of steam, bro.
Balti said, my belly is a good armrest, so here's the Listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing though. I was happy.
Yeah.
I was definitely happy when I was like, because I wasn't worried about nothing. I was eating all the good food. Like, I was definitely happy. Not healthy, but I was happy.
You had a shelf baby for resting your dick.
But yeah, I gain weight in like a weird way. Because like my lower body stays skinny.
You only gain.
And I just gain it all right here. And in my arms.
Me too. Me too.
I'm 6 foot. Yeah, I'm 6 foot.
Yeah, Brian's 6 foot. I'm 5'2". I was thinking about that last night as I took down half a pizza. Living fat feels way better, except your back hurts and clothes don't fit.
And I'm telling you, like when it is, you're just happy because you can just do what you want. You know what I mean? But it's obviously that amount of happiness. There has to be a downside to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like you're good if you do it in moderation, but I feel like obviously moderation is like hard. You know what I mean? Like telling yourself, like, I can have just a little bit of it. You just want the whole thing. At least me. I just want the whole thing. But I also have PCOS, so I feel like that's what contributes to me having a harder time with weight. is because of PCOS.
6'2", a size 15? Holy crap, dude. I only wear like a size 11.
Yeah.
Well, Tobias, I used to think that, man, right? Because you would think, like, you see a lot of these athletes and stuff like that. It's like, once your body's set up for that, you're good. But the military, man, it's different. I feel like professional athletes, the regiment that they run through their body, it does kind of set them up for life to where they don't really have to do a whole lot to maintain looking decent. But I can't even tell you how many guys I've served. It's common. I'd say 7 out of 10 people who get out of the military blow up like a balloon. Mm-hmm. It's the regiment that you have in the military isn't enough to really like change you at that like genetic molecular level, where I feel like professional athletes, they change their body at like a molecular level compared to like people in the military. It's just like a little bit of working out here and there. So many guys blow up. Like one of my best friends, you know, he got bigger when he got out. Like a lot of guys, they just blow up when they get out.
You're more sedentary when you get out. Instead of having to do PT and getting in trouble for not doing it, you can say, I'm not going to do PT now because
they go from doing all this stuff to just doing nothing at all, because you're just like, yo, I'm done with the military. I'm not doing PT anymore. I'm not doing this. But I feel like professional athletes, they, even when they're done, they still like go to the gym, or they still, because it's just a part of their life now. So yeah, they might not be, you know, running, doing Olympic things or playing, you know, professional basketball, but they're still like doing something.
Kitty, you have PCOS too and struggle with your weight as well. You look great, Crystal. By the way, thank you so much. I'm sorry, because PCOS sucks. PCOS does.
Damn, some of you guys in chat are tall as fuck. 6'4".
Oh, I made a joke the other day. I made an appropriate joke that I didn't intentionally mean to be inappropriate, but they were talking about, remember I told you? They're like, yeah, I'm like 6'4", I'm 6'7". I'm like, God damn, I hope your wives or your spouses are not small like me, because I feel so bad. Like that's
big.
That's what I'm saying.
Tall. I mean,
just like
I
pick
hate
them
when
up
I
and
get
just
around.
fucking fling them around. Like goddamn.
Because being 6 foot, like generally, I feel tall around most people when I'm, you know, out in a public space.
Why everyone's so tall, damn.
Yeah, you know, so I feel relatively tall, and then I get around guys who are like 6'5", 6'4", and I'm like, damn, so is this what everybody else feels like? Like, I'm just like, dude, I feel like a little ass kid standing next to you.
5'2" squad. Yes, Nelly. 5'2". Little person squad.
Yeah, and it's just the...
It's 6'3", little and large. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like Brian and I's like height comparison isn't too bad, but I feel like if you're almost 7 foot, like, bro, I'm like right here on you, bro. Like, I'm standing. That's big. I don't know. Over 7 means you're an alien.
Yeah, I mean, a good way to look. I mean, I was a basketball fan for a really long time, and you got to think of it. Like, you got your point guards and stuff like that. They seem so little on the court. Like, you see these guys running around. They're just like, look at that little dude, you know, compared to all these other giants on the court. And these dudes are like 6'2", 6'3", and they look like little tiny people. And you're like, man, why is point guard so small? You know what I mean? Guys are still like 6'2", 6'3",
yeah.
But just everybody around them's like 6'9", 6'10".
Guy said, wife number 1, 5'6", wife number 2, 5'4", me 6 foot. Will wife number 3 be 5 foot? And then UR said, Kai, you don't have to marry them all, bro. Kai is like Ross from Friends.
Man, 5'11". Yeah, I feel like that's like most people I know are right around my height. They're either a little taller than me or a little shorter than me. Right around like, I don't know, I'd say 5'10" to like 6'1", 6'2". I'd say any taller than 6'2", you're a fucking big person.
Yeah. And I feel like, I don't know, I went to the fair one time, like when I was younger. I was telling this story on my channel too. I went to the fair one time, and the dude had to be over 7 foot. Like, he was so tall, like, it wasn't even funny. Like, everybody else just, he looked like, I don't even know. Like, and I was just sitting there, and I was like, damn.
I had a guy in the Marine Corps we served with. He was 6'11", and he was big. He was a tall motherfucker. I was like, holy shit.
Like that's
he was
insane.
probably like, he was like this tall. He was up there.
Corey not planning on wife number 3. Jay Daddy said, you know what they say about guys with big feet?
Big shoes, baby.
I would have thought Crystal has tall person energy. Yeah, I'm not. Everyone also, whenever they see photos on my Instagram or anything like that, or my videos or anything, they're like, I thought you were literally like minimum 5'6". Like everyone thinks I'm way taller than I am, and then they see me and they're like, oh, you're little. I'm like,
So I feel like that's okay with a girl, though.
no, I want to be taller though, because then this weight will have somewhere to distribute.
I don't know. I feel like it's
I feel like when
just
you're short,
it's different.
it's so much easier to
It's
gain
different
weight.
as a girl being short because it's like some dudes would even find like smaller girls like just being shorter. Like if I had to date this girl who's like 6'7", I'd be like, listen, lady, like, you are
She
big.
might just pick you up
pick
and
me up
go.
like a little ass kid. I'm like, you know what I mean? So, but I feel like imagine if you've seen this dude, you know, he's looking all like just clean cut and just looked really, really good and really nice dude, and then he shows up and he's just like 5'2". You're gonna be like, whoa, you are little, bro.
Well, my ex before Brian, the one that Brian kind of jacked me from, he was
like
same.
5'4".
Yeah, he was the same height as me.
Yeah, love you.
I couldn't wear anything other than a flat shoe. Like,
I feel like dudes just got it worse when they just got it bad when you're short.
yeah.
Because there was the dude for the fuck was his name?
But they get more ripped easier.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Like they get like more muscle compared to someone who's taller. It's harder for them to like show the muscle that they're gaining. And just like a girl when she's short, or anybody when they're short, they gain weight easier, and you can tell. Like 5 pounds on someone who's 5'2" looks like 15 pounds compared to 5 pounds on someone that's like 5'6" or over. Like it's so much more noticeable. I looked right at that light and now all I see is dots. I can't even see anything.
James Foreman with the super chat wants to know. I want to know what is Brian's ultimate most favorite game of all time.
James, thank you.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is my favorite game of all time, and the close second would be The Last of Us 1 and 2 series.
Small kings rise up. Brian, are you calling me short?
Nah,
I'm
man,
5'10",
I wouldn't even consider a dude short until you're like maybe like 5'5", 5'4".
Oh my gosh, Kevin, Jesus Christ.
That's what I'd say. Like, yeah, you're a little short. But not that it matters, you know what I mean? Yeah, you could be short. It doesn't change you who you are.
But if you ever met up with Brian, where would you give him a hug?
Yeah, I mean, you know, like you go up to like if I meet somebody like I was like,
Oh, you're so little.
well, because when people are short, you
Put
can't
you in my pocket.
you can't hug them like, especially like a dude. You know what I mean?
You hug me.
Yeah, but you're a girl. Like if I were to hug like a
that would
dude,
be really awkward.
you can't
Come
like
here,
you
buddy.
can't chest the dude like like that's just disrespectful. So you gotta like hug to the side. You know what I mean? Because if I were to like grab some guy and be like, hey, how you doing? And his head's like resting like he's my child. That's disrespectful. So you gotta like do the side.
I don't know how to say the name. Fahar?
Far. Thank you for the super chat,
Thank you
man.
so much for the super chat. Hi from Saudi Arabia to the sweet family, and I hope you can. What the fuck? Hope you can find that picture. You want to see it? No,
I don't
that
even think we
picture.
can find that.
Yeah.
I don't think we have that anymore.
Thank you so much for the super chat. Brian, as a kid, were you into any sports? Same question for Crystal.
Basketball. I was very, very into basketball back in the day.
I've always been a hockey fan. I played lacrosse, and I did like cheerleading, but I didn't have health insurance, so my mom was like, if you break a bone, we're SOL, so don't break a bone. So I kind of stayed away from sports.
I skateboarded a lot though when I was younger. I was really, really big into skateboarding and basketball.
Rangers. Yeah, I love hockey. I think hockey is the best sport. It's the only sport I've actually really gotten into tennis lately because like our kids are doing tennis, but hockey's the only sport that I can pay attention to that like keeps my attention. I feel like all of the other sports I just cannot pay attention the whole time. But hockey, I'm like, smash that motherfucker up against the wall. Like, I just get very into it. So, roller skating? No, he did.
I skateboarded. I rollerbladed for a little bit.
I feel like everyone did though.
Yeah,
back in the day.
I mean, I roller skated, but we had like skating rinks and stuff we would go to.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like the hangout spots and shit. So you'd go, you'd rollerblade or roller skate, and it was always a good time. They'd do the limbo. I remember they do.
Oh my gosh, yes. I remember one time, embarrassing story of me. One time we went to the roller rink, and it was in the middle of winter, and obviously we live in New York, so it was very cold. And there was a metal pole outside, and we were waiting for our parents to come. And someone said, "I dare you to stick your tongue to that pole." And I said, "No." And then they were like, "Just stick your tongue to the pole; it'll be fine." And then they did it, and then their tongue came off because I didn't know why they wanted me to stick my tongue to the pole. And then they did it, and their tongue came off. So I was like, "Okay." And they're like, "I double dog dare you." And I was like, "Well, shit! Now I have to do it." And so I did it, and my tongue got stuck, and I panicked, and I ripped my tongue off. My tongue was literally on the pole. And then I had like blood like dripping everywhere. And I went to inside because you didn't have cell phones back in the day. So I went inside and I was like, "Ugh," and they're like, "Oh my God." And I was like, "I need to call my mom." So I called my mom, and my mom's yelling at me on the phone because she can't understand me. She's like, "I can't fucking understand you." And I'm like, it was a mess. So just in case your tongue ever does get stuck to a pole, breathe hot air on it or pour warm water. Just in case you ever needed that information.
Or just don't stick your tongue.
Or don't stick your tongue to a pole. But I got triple dog dared. I had to do it.
No.
I had to.
That's like when we told Stockwell to eat a cicada, and he did.
You know what? It was for money, right? He did it for money.
I'm 33, Dustin.
Are you?
Yeah, 33. I turned 34 this year.
4, yeah. I accidentally said he was 35 yesterday. And then I was like, that's not right.
Yeah, Balti, like, when you're in the military, like, you just do dumb shit. Like, everybody's broke, for the most part, living paycheck to paycheck. And you'll get guys that will be like, "Hey, man, my boy Rick."
Is that real? Does that actually happen? Yes, it does.
My boy Rick, we all came together. We went and found a bunch of snails, like raw snails. There's probably 15 of them. And we put them on top of a soda can. And we told him that we would pay him $20 a piece if he ate all the fucking snails. Raw, just... And he fucking did it. Got sick as hell. But he did it for like $40. Ate like 15 raw snails. My buddy Stockwell, for $20, guys, we found a dead cicada on the ground. For $20, we're like, "Bro, we dare you to eat this for $20. And he fucking ate it. Fucking put it in his mouth and crunched it for $20, dude.
Love you, Nelly. Have a good one.
Nels, thank you for popping in. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is, like, guys in the military, like, they'll just do anything.
They really
like,
will.
just some dumb shit. Like,
Brian used to ask me all the time, he's like, "So, for this much money, would you do this?" Like, and we used to play that game. And the amount of shit that Brian would do for a very little amount of money was actually insane.
That's like the number one game. Any of you guys that served in the military, you know the number one game that you all play, especially when you're on patrol or you're just bullshitting on duty, is, "Hey, man, what would you do for $100,000? You know, hey, dude, would you lick Oprah Winfrey's butthole for 10 grand?" Like random shit like that.
Why did you just randomly come up with that?
Because you gotta give them a good example. You know, and would you do it for 10 grand? Then you have that one guy that'll come out, "Dude, I'd do it for $10, period." And you're like, "What?"
That's so true.
I'll do that shit right now.
It is so true, though. Because some of those dudes in the military, they don't care. They nasty. They're nasty. They'll be like, "I'll go lick the toilet bowl right now after you took a shit. $5. What?
$5 right now, dude. I'll do it. I'm
Like, you'll just be sitting there and they'll be like, "If you give me $5, I'll go do it." And it'll be something so fucked up. And it's like, what? Like, why would you even think about that? Like, they're crazy. They are crazy. Nelly said, "I just want to say, I love your outfit." Thank you. It's thrifted. This is a thrifted duster from like the early 2000s. Goes all the way down. And then this skirt is also thrifted from the early 2000s. This is not. This is just a bodysuit. But the two, I don't even know if you could hear what I said, but the other two are thrifted.
Ah, Big Mac, I appreciate it, man. You know, I try to rock the beard as best as I can. But yeah, people.
Me too. I just shaved mine yesterday.
Guys in the military, yeah, we're doing those trendy like TikToks or like YouTube things where you see dudes just do dumb shit for views.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just doing that shit for free. Or like $20.
They'll do it for a freaking McDonald's.
It's pretty bad.
No, yeah. It is. I feel like military people, they're just bored.
Oh, that's all it is boredom.
Yeah.
Baby, what do you got there, baby?
I got these.
No, the USB. What is that? Is that for my Logitech headset? I was looking for that. Let me see.
I found it upstairs.
Is it?
No, that's Noah's, baby. That's for Noah's headphones.
Oh, go give that to
Yeah, go
Noah.
give that to Noah. That's for his headphones right now. He's gonna be really mad.
I found it.
Yeah, we'll go give it to Noah.
The snacks, we already did the snacks. Technically, I should be packing the book bags for the charity. But we're not going to have time for that, so I'm going to have to just do that slowly over a couple days because Brian's going to have to stream. So, Brian Menard, when's the last time you told the porta potty story on stream?
Well, probably a couple months.
You just broke 99.
Hit 99?
Did ya? Did ya? Did ya?
Yeah.
The 1,000! You're literally at 99,000. Oh my god, that's so exciting.
I mean, it'll probably go down. It always goes down. Up and down.
Listen. Okay? It's 99.
Guys,
You guys want to hear the porta potty story? Yay! We have one more 1,000 until 100K.
1,000, guys. We're on the final stretch. It's actually kind of crazy.
Have a good one, Val. Yay!
I appreciate you, Val. You have a great day.
Are we gonna make it, Kai? I don't think so. Brian's on a down right now when it comes, because I know there's a lot of predictions. I even talked to Paul because he wanted to send like a little box and stuff, and he was like, do you know when? And people have been guessing and stuff. But the thing is, if you're looking at like the trajectory of like trying to calculate when he's gonna hit 100K, it's never gonna be right because for 3 days he could be on an up in the algorithm, and then all of a sudden YouTube is like, nah, we're not. Like the other day when you did the Limerick one, like that was like such an off day. It was like crazy.
The whole day was
insane.
low.
The whole day was low. Like nobody was in streams, nothing, not a lot of subs. So it's like it goes up and down so much you can't really predict when anything is gonna happen. It's kind of frustrating.
Yeah, so I lose subscribers all the time. Like every day, like say I gain 100 subscribers, that same day that I gained 100 subscribers, I probably lost like 15. Yeah. You don't really notice it when your numbers are way up. I used to notice it a lot, and guys, oh my god, it was so like heart-wrenching. Like when you're like sub like 500 subscribers and you're on that grind and you're going and you're gaining like maybe 1 or 2 subscribers a day. Maybe, you know what I mean? There'd be weeks where you gain no subscribers, you know what I mean? But say you're at like 300 subs and then, you grind out like 2 weeks, boom, you get up to like 320. You're like, hell yes, dude, we're getting there. Then, another week goes by, boom, you're up to 330. You're like, holy shit, we're on a roll. And then all of a sudden, you'll log onto your YouTube account, refresh it, you're down to 312.
That just happened to me the other day. Yeah,
and
I got hit with like 50 less subscribers.
You're like, dude, what the fuck? I was just at like 340, man. How did I drop down to 312? Just gone. Because YouTube, they purge bot accounts, inactive accounts, all that stuff. So,
and they're starting to do that with your guys' emails. So if you have an email that you haven't logged into in a while and it's a Google email, make sure you log into that in the next few weeks, at least to just be active, delete some spam or something like that, because they're going to be deleting people's inactive email accounts. I got an email the other day about it. Timothy, thank you so much for the super chat from Australia. Thanks for being you.
I appreciate that, Timothy.
Someone also asked, do you have any brothers and sisters?
I have a lot of brothers and sisters. I only have one brother, my little brother that like I grew up with, like, you know, same mom and stuff. But the rest of my family were all just like everywhere else. But I really have my one little brother that I grew up with, and then the rest of them are kind of like half brothers and half sisters.
Brian, what do you think of Starfield, and what's your expectation of that game?
So I think Starfield is going to be phenomenal. Right now I'm going to say I personally feel like the game, to me personally, is going to be a 12 out of 10. I'm going to have so much fun playing it. I guarantee I'm going to be ridiculously addicted to the game, and I expect it to be a lot of fun. I really do.
Actually, no, the notification challenge day for me was 4 days ago, where the Saints and Sinners video was the first and last notification of the day.
I think that was the day that wasn't the Limerick day. That was the day, that was yesterday. Yeah. The VR, I did the VR. Yeah, YouTube just has days.
4 days ago. Did you do another one 4 days ago?
I did do another one a couple days.
It's just been a weird week.
It's just weird sometimes, guys. Like I could average, like, say we, like, on average we're playing games, and you know, like, I'll have like 600 to 700 viewers, and then on like Red Dead, let's just say, and then I randomly log on one day and I'm playing a game, and then all of a sudden it's just like 300. We're having a hard time even hitting like 400 viewers. That's when I'm like, what's going on today? You know, is it the game? Is it YouTube? Is it notifications? Is it just a bad day? Is there something going on in the world that I don't really know about? Are people busy doing something? Is it a holiday?
Fridays are usually bad days.
Yeah, it's just like a really busy work day. Yeah. There's so many things that come in that could be factors. Some days it's just, I don't know. So it's hard to tell what's causing it.
Crystal, do you have a skincare routine? I do, but I won't go over that here. And maybe I'll do it on my channel or something. Skipper said, much love from Greece. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out from Greece. Is viewership at all related to the seasons? Like, do people watch more in the cozy months?
Yes. Yes.
We will quickly said that, yeah. Also days. So there's days and times where if you're looking at your analytics that you can see when you have more people and just your views and stuff, you can tell when, like Fridays, I feel like people get off of work for the week, they go out, they go do stuff, so the views are usually lower on Fridays, just naturally.
Friday nights are my worst nights.
Yeah, Friday nights are usually the worst nights. Sundays, I feel like, are usually like
the weekends are always the best days to be a streamer, because most people have time off, they're relaxing on the weekend, they're chilling, so the weekends are usually the best, and then like Friday for some reason is the worst day of the week.
Do you expect view count to be lower or higher while playing Starfield due to other people's addiction and not wanting spoilers?
So
that's the issue with new games.
Yeah, that is for
any new game.
For Starfield, I feel the viewership's gonna be high, only because it's an RPG. So I feel like the diehard people are not gonna be there because they don't want spoilers. Mm-hmm. But those same diehard people are gonna be leagues ahead of me. So while I'm sleeping, they're going to get super, super ahead of me, and then they'll start coming in the streams because they're so far ahead of me. So maybe for the first few days, like, the diehard people won't be around to avoid spoilers, but there's still, you got to think, out of my viewership, I guarantee there's all right, this is a good test. So right now, if you're in chat and you really don't have much interest in playing Starfield, or you really haven't heard much about it, type a W in the chat right now. Because there's a lot of people that just don't even know what Starfield is that are going to show up on that day just to see what the game's about. Because I just talked to my little brother the other day. He was like, Starfield, what's that? You know what I mean? There's probably tons of people that just either A, they don't have much interest in it. They don't really know what it even is. And You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
I didn't even really know what Starfield was until the Starfield Direct. I didn't care about it. I just thought it was going to be some corny space game, you know. And I was like, I'm not. Yeah, if it's cool, it's cool. If it's not, I'll check it out. You know what I mean?
I just seen one. COVID was probably popping off, huh? So the thing with COVID, yes, but also the bad thing is a lot of people during COVID were here all the time and stuff, but 99% of those people are no longer here because once everything opened back up, everybody went to their normal jobs and all of that kind of stuff. So it kind of just like was like a wall. It was like a brick wall. As soon as everything opened up, it was just like everything slowed down.
Yeah, I had a big dip when everything started opening back up, and COVID, like, you know, people went back to their normal lives. I went back to, you know, my normal life.
Yeah.
COVID was like right after it, everything just. And then I kind of had to start building back up from there.
Now do know for all going to play. Tojo, what? Yeah, Paul's still here. There's a couple people like Caspy's still here. Paul's here. Like there's a couple people who are still here from the COVID days, but a lot of people, even they would message and be like, you know, I'm so sorry I haven't been around. I'm at work and blah, blah, blah. And then people just got back to their normal lives. Like, you know, before COVID type thing, so it did slow down.
See, the thing about Starfield, because I know a lot of people are skeptical on it, and I'm skeptical to a certain point, but like I said, just what I've seen from the Starfield Direct, you can't, like, I can watch, I've played video games for a really long time. I've watched a lot of trailers. You can tell when the video game company is, like, front-loading a trailer to make the game look more interesting than it is. During the Starfield Direct, they didn't do that. There was no filler, there was nothing. It was just raw gameplay and explanation. They were breaking down exactly what the game is, what the features are. They actually held back, so they didn't tell us everything. And just the little stuff that they were spoon-feeding us was phenomenal. Like, there's nothing that, you know what I mean? There's no front-loading, there's no smoke and mirrors. It was just what the game is going to be, and what they explained, for me personally, sounded amazing.
Someone said, do you plan on a hard, straight playthrough or spend a lot of time experiencing the side quests?
We're doing everything, yeah. So a game like Starfield, I'm not going to rush the story. I'm going to be taking my time, going through, doing all the side quests, just exploring planets, gathering resources, building outposts. It's going to be that kind of playthrough. It's going to be very slow, methodical. I'll probably be playing it. It all depends on viewership, obviously. But as long as the viewership holds, we're going to be playing Starfield probably for a few months, for sure. I can easily see it. But I want to experience as much as the game has, you know, get multiple ships, build ships, outposts, stories, hidden stuff, go around. I'm not going to be doing, like, guide videos or anything like that. But I will be just... It'll be a full, in-depth look at the game. We're not going to skim through it. We're going to be playing the game, like, for real.
What kind of hobbies? What hobby do you like the most? Stamps, chess, etc. Like, what is your favorite hobby?
Shit, I don't even have a hobby anymore. My hobby.
Your hobby was playing video games.
Yeah, my hobby was video games. I do like chess. Huge chess. But other than that, my hobby was playing video games, and that kind of became my job.
Have you ever been to Eastern Europe?
No. I've been to Germany, airport, and that was about it.
Airport.
Europe is actually one of the areas I've never really been to.
Is there a story in Starfield? I thought it was a continuous online experience.
No. So Starfield is a open world RPG. It's a single player, like Fallout or Skyrim. It's made by the same company, Bethesda. It's a open world single player RPG with a story, with branching side quests and skills, RPGs, all that type of stuff. It's gonna be dope, guys.
Someone said, you may have talked about it already, but that merch you have on Brian is awesome.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
If you do hashtag, if you do ! merch, the link will come up for if you guys wanted to grab merch of any of the merch designs. Any interest in trying out the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre game?
I didn't even know there was a Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. I'll have to look into it. Is it like the Death by Daylight or whatever type of game, because I'm not super big on those type of games only because they're dead ends. I like series, games that we could jump in and it'd be like an experience. Those are kind of like little one-off, like they're fun to play, not that fun to watch type of things. Riza asks, "Will I give Baldur's Gate?" So Baldur's Gate 3
Where did you see that? What the hell am I missing?
is... I don't know,
Oh,
guys.
okay.
I don't want to be a bandwagoner. That's like my main thing with Baldur's Gate 3. Is like the only reason why I would play that game at this point is because so many people are asking for it. But I'm just worried that it's not going to resonate with a majority of my audience. And then the people that it does resonate with are going to be super upset that I don't continue to play it. So it's like I'd rather not start it, get a bunch of people excited, and then stop playing it because I would feel bad. But I could start playing it and it could be this amazing, super popular, huge deal. But I don't know.
Someone asked, how did we meet each other?
I mean, middle school. We just kind of, I don't even know how we met in middle school. We just...
I don't remember anything. I think it was the halls.
Just random.
Yeah. We've known each other technically since we were born, but obviously we don't remember that. But we
met in middle school. We dated.
Middle school,
and
yeah. And then he broke up with me, and and then I was waiting for you to say it.
No.
Did you hear what I said? I
Yeah.
said you broke up with me.
You could lie. The real ones.
I was waiting to see your reaction to see if he was gonna be like bullshit. What's the worst performing game you've ever played?
It's hard to say because viewership changes. Like what I considered a good stream, a year ago.
He said, "What the fuck? You broke her heart."
No, she broke up with me, guys.
Yeah, no, guys, I broke up with him, and that was like.
But it wasn't a big deal. We were kids, guys. We were fucking like.
We were
13.
in I was in like 7th grade. He was in what, 9th?
Yeah, something like that. But when it comes to like the worst game, I don't know, man. Like as of recently, I would say the worst game that we've played recently was probably Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy period. Like even Final Fantasy 7 did pretty bad.
I'm gonna try and change that. Through. I think Final Fantasy, honestly.
Yeah, Final Fantasy was probably one of my worst.
The worst.
But I wouldn't say it was like the worst. It was just surprisingly bad. Like I expected it to be better than it was. Arc died down, but Arc I can't classify Arc as like my
Arc
worst.
did really.
It was
good.
phenomenal for a while there, but then it did die down pretty hard. Oscar, I appreciate that, man.
You've been with your wife close to 13 years. We've been married for 12.
Something like that. Yeah.
12 years. Together for 13. Going to be 14 in December. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's a long time.
14?
So the Saints Row game. So that's the thing, guys. Is those games like Saints Row, the remake that I played, or even what was the other one there that we always make fun of? I keep wanting to say Atlas Fallen, but that was the new one. Forspoken, or Forsworn, whatever the fuck. You guys know that damn game. Even though I hated them, they still did good. Like the Saints Row, we had tons of viewers. It was a huge stream, tons of views and stuff like that. But it was because it was a new game, and that's what I try to tell people is don't judge a series by the first episode. Because especially if it's a new game that not a lot of people have played, the first episode's always going to be big. That's why you'll see a lot of content creators that do, like, their channel, their whole focus. Hollow does it a lot. Their whole focus is just first looks. They don't do a full series of a game. They just do a first look. Boom, they'll play it, then they move on. They'll do another first look, then they'll do another first look, and then that's all they do is just first look after first look after first look. They never continue the gameplay. They just start it because those episode 1s are huge. Always, whether the game is good or bad, because people will always show up to see what the game is, and they're like, oh, I don't like this. But at that point, they already showed up. The metric is already there. The view is already there. So it's a huge, huge stream. But then you go do episode 2, all the people that are like, nah, this game is shit, aren't going to show up. You know what I mean? So that's where you'll see a huge episode 1, and then episode 2 is like this. And I can just tell right off the bat when I do a stream by the kind of how like the I don't even know what the word would be. Like
you can tell
by this how chat is.
I was
like
about to say
you can tell by chat.
It's by chat and
like,
how people interact,
are
what they're commenting, how many like the likes. Like yes, if there's a lot of people, there will be a lot of likes. But even after, he can see dislikes technically. So then if there's a ton of dislikes on that video, then you can see it. And so it's like you can tell. Assault!
Holy
99 for
shit.
99. I hope. I know you don't remember, but during ARC, I predicted 100K by August/September. Your response was not gonna be January, February of 24. Just hope I'm around for the 100K streams. You will be, because you want to know why. We need to have faith that you're gonna be here.
Yeah, Assault.
You're gonna
couple,
be. Thank you
like
so
a week
much.
or so, man. Maybe like 2 weeks. I'm thinking at most.
What for 100K?
Oh yeah, probably. Maybe 3 weeks at worst, but it'll definitely be around the beginning of September sometime.
Question for Crystal: what's your favorite game? Donkey Kong. I'm so serious. Like, the silence is deafening right now. No, I really liked World of Warcraft, but I liked playing with Brian. I don't like just playing on my own. I like playing with him because he carries me. So I get to just dress up my character and fly around, and then he, like, you know, during raids, he would be like, do this, and I'd be like, okay. But I do like Donkey Kong.
Tobias, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you.
Prediction still stands end of August. Queen of Donkey Kong.
Is Atomic Heart any good? Atomic Heart was okay. It was a weird game. I enjoyed it, but I mean I wouldn't put it at the top of my list. I would definitely. There's other games out. If I had to buy Atomic Heart or go buy other games, there's definitely a lot of other games I would prioritize.
Donkey Kong Country, yeah, Donkey Kong Country, the one that's on the Nintendo that you had to like and like put it back. You know what I'm saying? The old school Donkey Kong or old school Mario, because I get nauseous. A lot of people ask the amount of times that even now, like Paul will step in, like people who have been around for a while, they'll be like, she gets nauseous because people ask so much if me and Brian can play streams together, which we have in the past, but I get so motion sick that I'm not going to last more than 45 minutes. So, and he streams for 4 hours or more, and I can only last 45 minutes before I'm nauseous. So things like Donkey Kong and Mario, like I could do those, but that's about it.
Dustin, how you pointed out Brad, exactly. How you see his episode 1 will have like 1 million views, but then episode 2 drops down to like 200-something thousand, because that's just that surplus of people that are like, yo, what is this game? Is this cool? And then they don't really care. You know what I mean? Then they'll move on from there. But yeah, that's how it always is. That's why you'll see if I do an episode of one of anything, it'll always be like 20,000 views, you know, and people are like, oh man, this is going to be a series, and then I'll do episode 2 and it's just like, you know what I mean? So that's why I never judge a game by the first episode. I always judge it by the second stream, because I'm like, all right, you know, like Red Dead, it did really, really well the first episode. I'm like, okay, you know, are people going to have this out of their system? You know, by episode 2, is it, you know, are they going to be over it? Boom, I jump in, do episode 2, and it's still up there. So I'm like, okay, yeah, so this is just something people want to see. And then, you know, like Bioshock, for instance. Bioshock episode 1, it was huge. I came in, I did the second stream yesterday, or the day before, whatever day I did it. I think it was the day before yesterday, because I think I'm playing it today. The second episode was really, really low in comparison to the first. Yeah. So it's not as popular. So that's why I never judge a game by the first episode.
We played the.
What
Was it the Telltale, right? No.
Yeah.
No. No, ma'am. We played the Telltale. Well, we started that, right? Or did we play the other one through? I can't remember.
We started.
Because I played one. No, I
Quarry, I
played
think it
one.
was.
Yeah, I played one on mine.
Yeah, you played. What the hell was it?
Shit. It was the one.
The one with
where
the
they were in
Wendigo.
house.
Yeah, it was. I always forget the name of that
I
game.
can't think that one, but I beat Brian in that game.
You had more people survive than I did. What the hell was that with the Wendigo? With the Wendigo?
Yeah, I can't remember where they were on like the top of the mountain, and then it was supposed to be like a ski like little lodge thing.
I always forget the name of that game.
Yeah, that one was good. I could play that. My ass cheeks were clenched to all holy hell, but I could play that
Until
one.
dawn, yeah.
Until dawn, yeah. I played that.
There's like
we started the
5.
other one.
Yeah, then you started the Quarry. Like I said, you could
And then you got mad at me.
probably play those games, and there's a lot of those games
Yeah.
out. The cool thing about those is it's different based off of like I play it and you play it. Like
Yeah, I
I
beat
make
you.
completely different decisions than you make.
I beat you.
Yeah, because I was helping you.
No, you were not. You didn't help me at all. Exactly.
No,
you
I
literally
would've-
were in the other room like, I want to see how many people she ends
Yeah,
up
I would have beat you, but at
He's
the
like,
end,
I say she's gonna have none.
At the
I beat you.
no, at the end I had made one bad choice, like in the house, and like everybody died. Like,
Exactly.
like
Because
randomly all at once.
you weren't good at like the, you gotta make those quick decisions. Like when I left the guy in the basement, that was a quick decision. You didn't like the decision, but it was a quick decision, and it was a good decision, because then what if he bit my ass?
No, we're already married. We've been married for like 12 years.
Yeah. I don't even know where you see that.
Yeah, Smooth. I don't know how I feel about the new Assassin's Creed because I'm one of the weird ones. I actually preferred the open world RPG style of Origins, Valhalla, and Odyssey. So I am skeptical on going back to that more linear approach to the AC titles. I feel like, they're kind of boring, in my opinion, compared to the new ones. So we'll kind of just have to see. I love the difference in play styles, being able to play the game how you wanted. Where the old AC games I felt were very linear. You just played the game. Everybody had the same fighting style, used the same weapons. But the newer games, it was completely different. You could play. One person could be a warrior. One person could be a person that uses the bow and the range. You could specialize in assassinations. I don't know. So I don't really know how I feel about the new one. I'm pretty sure it's going to be awesome because it's Assassin's Creed and, I kind of enjoy them all. But I definitely think it's going to be a step down from where the previous 3 games were. And I'm hoping that it opens up everybody's eyes to see how awesome Valhalla and that stuff was. Because for me, like what I go to Assassin's Creed for, I think has changed over the years. Where before we used to play Assassin's Creed, it was this stealth, assassin game. But for me personally, Assassin's Creed became more than just that. It became a simulation of a certain area in a certain time period. So instead of just the assassin stuff, I got to go and experience like the Viking era and the long ships. I got to go experience ancient Egypt with the pharaohs and the camels and the sand and all that type of stuff. I got to go back to ancient Greece and experience the warfare with the Romans and and it was like, that's what I liked. You know what I mean? I got to go be a pirate in the Caribbeans and experience. It became more of like experiencing the time period type of game, more than like the assassin shit was on the back burner for me personally at this point, but so many people were stuck on that, assassin. I'm like, fuck the assassin shit. Like I'm experiencing these time periods. I'm enjoying these time periods. They're really, really great. And that's more what Assassin's Creed became for me personally. But I get it, some people they want that they want the assassin stuff back, but I don't know.
No, I like the historic part.
Yeah, the history
that
and
was
it was just so much better for me personally. You know, even Assassin's Creed 3, you know, being able to go back and experience the American Revolution, and you see all these historic figures and stuff like that. It's just that's what I personally just really, really enjoyed about the games. Yeah, Dustin, Black Flag was and Odyssey. They're phenomenal games. But it's like, so if you look at a good way to break the games up, like Assassin's Creed 2 is revered as one of the best in the series. Now it takes place in Renaissance Italy, you know what I mean? But the game really doesn't focus on the time period, you know what I mean? It has a story and it's very, very story focused, but it's not focused all that much on the actual time period. And there's a couple, they had like Leonardo and Da Vinci in it, and a couple characters like that, but it wasn't as era focused as the other games, you know what I mean? And that's what I fell in love with, was when they started really bringing the era, the atmosphere, the location to life. The location itself started to become more of the game than the little assassin stories. And I personally enjoy that a lot. Yeah, Spider-Man 2 looks awesome. I am excited for that, especially with the map. Oh my god, it's crazy how big it is. They extended over to Queens. So they got Manhattan, I think Queens. I don't think they have Brooklyn. And I think they even have northern Manhattan. I don't know if it goes up to Harlem or whatever, but the map looks awesome.
No, I think this is 40 ounces, because everyone said it sounded like I was peeing in the background when I was getting the water.
Oh.
No, this is just a 40-ounce cup.
Yeah, I plan on checking out Dragon's Dogma, Craig. I own it. I have it on my Steam right now. The only reason why I haven't jumped into it yet is because it's a long game. I think when I looked it up, it said an average playthrough of it's 40, 50 hours. And I just don't have that kind of bandwidth right now to throw another 40, 50 hour game into the mix. Once we see how long this Red Dead series is going to go for, and we see how Starfield and those type of things pan out. Because I still don't even know how much longer I'm going to go with Fallout 76, because that's starting to peter off to... so we kind of got to read the room, see how these games go.
Andy, thank you so much for the $99 donation.
Holy shit, brother.
Thank you. I don't know if you guys are saying anything in them, because it's not hooked up to Brian's thing. So if you guys are saying something with the straight up, you're going to go check.
Yeah.
With the straight up donations, Brian's going to go check right now. But we can't really see it, because I like I said, I have my iPhone, because the light is so bright that when I'm looking at that, all I see is just dots. So I'm trying to look at my phone. That's why my head is down. Thank you so much.
Almost there.
Almost there. Thank you, Andy.
Seriously, man, I appreciate you.
Thank you, everyone, with all the support you guys have been giving us today. Thank you. I can't believe you're almost at 100K. Yeah. Feels like a birthday.
What games did I play on Nintendo 64 growing up? Hydro Thunder, GoldenEye. Those are the only two that really stick out in my brain. But I feel like Hydro Thunder. I feel like everybody played fucking Hydro Thunder.
What else is coming out this fall?
So all the games. Fucking new Call of Duty's coming out. We got Spider-Man, Starfield, Cyberpunk expansion, new Assassin's Creed.
Because Dustin just said, well deserved, guys. What are you going to do besides the long stream when you hit 100K? And it was funny, the dentist was just like, you guys should just go on a trip for 100K. And I was like, that's not that easy.
Yeah, outside of the stream, there won't really be much else.
I mean, I plan on getting him pastries and stuff from a pastry place around here that he likes, and those type of things. But I mean, there's only so much we can really do.
Because by you got to remember the round when I hit 100K is going to be right around the end of this month.
Yeah.
Or beginning of next month. So it's going to be a hectic time period anyways.
This is busy season. So basically it went from like summer is kind of slow. And then once fall hits, from fall to like February is like just insane.
Yeah, just all these new game releases. You know, I'm even looking forward to like the day before. You know what I mean? Like, I still think if that game actually does release and it's half decent, like that's going to be a pretty fun game to play on the channel. Like, we got a lot of stuff coming out this fall, guys. A lot of stuff. You know, ASA, if that's as impressive as they say it's going to be. There's just, it's almost like the fall time is where, you know, where they start releasing all their games. It's just very, very hectic. It's hard to keep up with everything. Plus, you know, a lot of my viewers really like when I play the older stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't want to completely only be focused on newer games, so I try to sprinkle in some of the older stuff. You know, people are really excited for like Borderlands 2, things like that. But going into these next few months, it's gonna get tight, guys. It's gonna get real tight.
When are you coming back to Zomboid? Didn't you say when there was an update?
Yeah, so like for instance, for Zomboid, we're waiting for Build 42, and I'm gonna jump in and do some Zomboid.
Dustin, no. I mean, thank you. I appreciate that, but no. The thing is with Brian have said it a couple times. I know some people are like, what? But live life. But if Brian takes one day off, his entire channel tanks. And I think people don't realize that about YouTube and social media. Not even just YouTube, but social media in general. You have to be so consistent and take up so much of your time to be able to try and grow, especially because it's so saturated now, that like he could be on an up, right? Or even not even that much of an up. But then if you look at the graph, he takes one day off. It literally drops to like 0. And then it takes him like a month to just start creeping back up, because YouTube's like, oh, you don't want these subs, you don't want the views. Okay, we'll go give them to this person then, and they like punish you for it. So it's like really hard.
Yeah, the algorithm is very, very unforgiving because it gives the algorithm is designed to provide people with the videos that they want to see. So the thing is, if you're not in that algorithm, your videos aren't getting pushed out. And if you're not consistent, YouTube's gonna just push out other videos.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh well, if you're not doing it, this guy is, and then so that's like, you know, like Baldur's Gate, for instance. I never got on that bandwagon there, that train there. So like that's just, if I were to release Baldur's Gate content right now, I would be at the bottom of the barrel because there's already so many guys out there doing it. So that's why if you're not...
Thank you, Lorenzo, by the way, for the super chat.
Appreciate you, Lorenzo.
Thank you.
It's very, very just cutthroat. Like, if you take a single day off, you know, like when Resident Evil 4 Remake dropped, I was in Boston.
Yeah, that was such a hit.
Yeah, so I was in Boston. So what happened is Resident Evil 4 Remake came out, and a lot of you guys wanted to see content on it, but realistically, if you're excited for a game release, you're excited to watch somebody play it, you're not going to want to wait any longer than you have to. So what ended up happening was the game was already out. You know, Rad Brad, Hollow, like all these other bigger guys, all these content creators started putting out Resident Evil content. A lot of you guys, a lot of other people went and started watching them play it already, got invested in their series. I come back, even though it was only a day or two later, I start mine up, but by that point, everybody had already gone off and was doing their own thing or already dedicated to watching somebody else play it. That, like, when I started, I was already late to the party. And my Resident Evil 4 series did really, really, really bad, you know, compared to everybody else, which was surprising because I generally play a lot of zombie games, a lot of survival games, you know, so you would think one of the most anticipated zombie survival games coming out would have done well, but because I got behind on that release, I paid the price for it.
I've heard of 2-year burnout for streamers. Well, you've been 3 years.
I've been doing it for 3 years now. I feel like a lot of guys burn out
for a specific reason.
Like for instance, when you get guys who have been streaming a game, you know, like good friend of mine, Fall Down Go Boom. He was a State of Decay. He's a State of Decay content creator, doing a lot of State of Decay. Even Get Good Fox, you know, they do a lot of State of Decay. the last thing you want to do as a streamer is to be stuck playing one game, because it gets boring, guys. It really does. Like, I love State of Decay to death, but without updates or anything new coming to the game, I can't just sit there and play more State of Decay. Like, the game is very closed off. It's not an open-ended game at all. So after 6,000, 7,000 hours of it, you're kind of just like, I've done everything I can possibly do in this damn game. What ends up happening is, though, that's what you built your content around. So if you try to play anything else, people don't want to see it. They just want to see State of Decay. So you got like Good Fox, who he wanted to play other games, but every time he tried, his community was like, hey, where's State of Decay? Where's State of Decay? Where's State of Decay? And that's when you get burned out. Because you have to, if you got to, like right now, if I was a State of Decay, like to pay my bills, I would have to play State of Decay. Anything else I wanted to do would not pay the bills. I would be really upset, guys. I would not be able, eventually it would just start draining you and just like, oh my God, like I have to play this game, or, you know, I'm not going to be able to fucking buy groceries this month. You know, a lot of ARC content creators were going through the same thing a few months back when ARC started to really tank. They had all that drama. Everybody was hating on the game, on the developers. You know, you got these guys who their channels are based and built around a single game, and they have to play it day in and day out. Or a Scum, they have to play it day in and day out. Like, those are the guys that I feel like will burn out really, really quick. But me personally, I play so many different games. I guess I've been blessed by you guys to be able to be like 100% variety streamer. I just stream whatever. So I don't really burn out because it's always something new. Yeah, if I start feeling like, okay, I'm kind of over this game, we're gonna move on to something else, I just switch games. You know what I mean? Switch gears, try something else. And
I also feel like the other half of that, so yes, like the game part, but then also the burnout of just streaming all the time. I feel like that does sometimes happen, and that's when you'll kind of see when he takes a break. Like, he'll take a break for a day and be like, you know, he physically won't feel good. Because you have to imagine, like, right now, we have two bright lights in our faces. We're looking at screens the whole time. He's looking at chat, trying to do a million different things. It's very tiring. Like, yes, you're sitting down, but it is very tiring. And I feel like people don't take that into consideration sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, that level of burnout. There are days, guys. I mean, to be honest, like, there's days I just wake up and I'm like, man, I just don't fucking feel like playing video games today. I just want to lay on the couch and fucking watch anime, or lay on the couch and watch a movie or something like that. You know, there's days that happens for sure, but it's not like I'm not in any position to fucking complain. You know what I mean? Even on the worst day, it's like,
and you kind of don't have a choice at that point when it's your full-time job.
Yeah, when it's your job, it's your job. Like, I mean,
what are you gonna do?
How many of you guys wake up in the morning like, dude, I don't feel like going to work today?
Yeah.
You know, I kind of just want to bum around on the couch. You know what I mean? It's the same. You know, it does become, like, my passion for video games is still there. Like, I'm still very, very passionate about the video games, but it's not like, when you play video games for a living, I no longer play video games for, like, fun. Like, it's not like
he can pick and choose.
Yeah, like, it's not like
how long and.
Yeah, it's fun. Like, I don't know. I guess that's a hard way to explain it. It's like I have fun playing the video games, but I don't play them anymore for
sole basis of joy.
Yeah, just like, oh, I'm gonna play this game because I'm entertained. Like, no, it's my job, you know.
Yeah, like, if he wanted to play Overwatch for an hour and then hop on, like, he can't do that. Like, I think that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, like you know, I
do what he would want in, like, short bursts. He has a schedule he has to stick to, and obviously people want to see a certain amount of content, so you have to live up to that. And I know some people get upset by that, like us talking about it, but I feel like that's anything. Like, literally anything, any job that you have in the world, there are going to be some type of cons. And while YouTube and social media and stuff is so amazing and so powerful and changes, like, our lives on the daily, it's also something that is very stressful, and it is very, like, demanding, and you can't
let up even for a second.
Yeah, like, it's very, very, very cutthroat. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, because I get that all the time. People are like, hey man, just do what you want, and it's like it's easy to say, like, yes, I could right now, like, for instance, say I want to do like 3 matches of Overwatch. I want to go grind out some World of Warcraft. I want to sit down and play City Skylines for a couple hours. You know, I want to go and play Final Fantasy 16 and you know, like, but I say I want to do all that stuff. but none of that stuff vibes with the channel, it doesn't matter what I want to do. At the end of the day, when it's a business, it's like, hey, you know, I want to open this business and I want to sell mud on a stick. That's what I want to do. Doesn't matter what the fuck you want to do, bro. Nobody's gonna buy this shit. So and that's at the end of the day, what I want to do has to still fall within the realm. Like, it has to still fall within what my viewers want to see. It still has to be within the realm of what the community wants, or else it's not gonna work. You know what I mean? Because like I could, yeah, it's your channel, dude. You can do whatever you want. I literally can go do whatever I want. But I'll be doing it by my goddamn self. so yeah.
So Paul said, I sit for 4 hours straight working. I have a serious question. Do you suffer from what we call in the UK Betty Swolock? So I'm assuming your ass hurts.
So my cheeks don't hurt. My cheeks are good. I have a lot of issues with my like sciatica. I get the shooting pain on my leg. My neck gets stiff sometimes. But I have more like lower back issues. But I started sitting on a pillow and it's helped out a lot.
Brian, did you start off awkward and grow into your stream personality, or did you always have it?
Yes.
He has a different answer than me. I think that he always had the personality he has. I don't think he was, like, yes, he was awkward because he's talking to a camera and that feels very unnatural at first.
It's so weird.
But his personality is not different. So it was just more of like, his big thing is, we are, both of us, I mean, I don't know, we are not very well spoken, so we have a hard time like with words. So there's a lot of pauses and ums and okay, well, there, and we'll repeat things a lot of times because we're like, well, we're trying to fill in gaps and stuff. Where you have someone who has like, they're playing Fortnite, right? And they're like, and today we're doing da-da-da-da. And they have like a whole script written out of like all the things they're going to say. And they're just very eloquent. We both are not. So I feel like that is like the awkward part. But he thinks he was awkward. I think it was more of just, you're talking to no one in the beginning. Like reality. You have a chat and there's no one there. It's easier to talk when there are people talking in the chat. Like even in my stream now, like if the chat goes dead, I'm like, all right guys, so I guess I'm gonna have to hop off because I have no idea what else to say to y'all because I'm talking to myself. It gets very awkward when you're talking to yourself and there's no script.
Yeah, like that's the difference between like live streaming and videos is it's very easy to sound really professional, and that's why I do it to myself because I compare myself to a lot of these other content creators, but not a lot of people do what I do. Like on YouTube, at least, the people that I'm competing with or compared to, they're mainly video creators. And the good thing about videos is you can edit them. I can't even tell you how many times I've played and I'll say something or something won't come out right or I lose train of thought. You can just edit that shit out and it can look like this smooth, consistent, perfect experience where I'm not tripping up on my words. I'm not, for fucking 5 seconds trying to remember the name of something. Like, you could just edit it and it looks like this smooth thing. So when somebody comes and they're used to watching content like that, then they come and they watch me and they're like, damn, bro, like, you, like...
Spit it out, Junior.
Get it out, man, and I'm just like, oh, yeah, fuck. Because... I don't have a script. I don't go into a live stream saying, all right, I'm going to do this today, this today.
He doesn't have like bullet points.
I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna make sure I talk about this. And guys legit spend hours writing scripts, guys. Like
so a lot of stuff you think is natural that they're talking about is
it's a script. It's all written down. They know exactly what to talk. They're like reading off a teleprompter almost. But for me, everything I do is 100% in the here and now off the top. Like when I do a State of Decay episode, when I like all my live stream, my guides, all that stuff is being created while I'm doing it. All of my reactions or my experiences or engagement with chat, it's all in the here and now. I just build my content off of what's happening in that moment. So that's why it does seem a little bit more disorganized. My train of thought, like there's so many times I'll be like last night in Subnautica, I'd go in the fucking ship. I'm like, hey guys, I gotta make sure I go in there and craft up this repulsion gun. I go in there, I'm grabbing supplies, somebody in chat says something, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I gotta go turn the damn engine for the Cyclops off. Swim up to the Cyclops, turn it off, and then by then I'm like, okay, well, so let's go. And then people are like, dude, you didn't do that. And it's like, oh yeah, well, fuck, it just, your mind just gets pulled, like, you know, in so many different directions. It's very, very disorganized and very, very disruptive sometimes.
And by the way, yes, YouTube limits 3 notifications within 24 hours.
And I go into every game blind. I don't watch any guide videos. I don't do any of that. If I do have questions, I just ask you guys. I do catch a lot of people in the comments that do say stuff like that, which this is for you guys that say stuff like that.
I thought you were fucking pointing. I was like, what the fuck did I do?
People all the time will be like, oh, dude, like, you don't even play the game. Like, your chat's carrying you. Like, think for yourself or figure this out for yourself.
They must not know Brian then.
Listen. No, not even that. Bitch, you don't even do that. Listen, I know, because this was me. When motherfucking people have a question or they don't know how to figure something out in the game, what do? They YouTube that shit. Yeah. You're not figuring that shit out on your own. If you don't know where to find a goddamn drill arm, guess what you're doing?
True.
You're on your phone. Where do you find a drill arm in Subnautica? Then they sit there, they watch a video, then they hop on the game and they fucking do it. Okay? Don't lie to me. There are some hardcore players out there. I'm not gonna lie. There are hardcore players out there that figure out everything for themselves. 100%. And I cannot take that. I am not one of them hardcore gamers. I never claimed to be one of them hardcore gamers. But the majority of us will Google that shit. I'm not gonna sit there and bust out Google in the middle of a fucking live stream. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask chat, hey chat, where should I go to do this? Because if it wasn't for you guys, and so that's also my style of content creation, is you guys are sitting there with me, all right? I don't want to just be playing a game and then you guys just sitting there watching me play a game. Just, that's it. You guys, oh yeah, Brian's playing this game, this is so cool. No, I want to involve you guys. I want the content to be interactive. So yes, I might ask a question that I don't need, like, but I want you guys to interact. Yeah, I can figure it out for myself, but what the hell's the point of that?
But you can't.
I want my damn chat.
You Google it.
To have fun, to feel like they can interact with the stream, have some kind of impact on the content. And I think that, you know, to me, that's a good time. So yes, that's what I do, guys.
Yeah. You tell him. He was really passionate about that.
Yeah, that shit is kind of annoying when people say, I'm like, bro, motherfucker, you probably just Googled something yesterday.
Crystal, does Brian speak about a game in his sleep? Probably.
No, I really do. Like when I'm off stream, guys, I really do try to turn the games off. I talk YouTube shop a lot with her. Like we'll discuss like YouTube, but when it comes to like games, outside of like something I'm super excited for, like Starfield, like we might have like a conversation about like Starfield or something. But outside of that, like when I'm off stream, guys, I really try my hardest to like keep the games in the office, and you know I focus on everything else.
Yeah, he doesn't have much time with like the kids or me or anything, so it's like when he isn't there, like he doesn't know where his phone is, or like, unless he's answering comments and stuff, but that's like about it. And like we'll talk about like projections, or what do we want to do in the future, what do we want to change, how is this going to make the channel better, like we'll talk about those things, but he usually just does that with me. And then like when it comes, like if the kids are around, it's just totally kids like focus, not anything YouTube. Getting interaction is also harder than it seems too. It is. A lot of times, like when you see like the gurus and all that other stuff, they're like, do call to action and, you know, do this and do that. But the thing is, algorithms for social media change every couple weeks. Like people don't realize that. If you have anything to do with social media or marketing or anything like that, like they change their algorithms all the time. So what one person may do will not work for 99% of the other people. What you did this week is not going to work the next week. It is very confusing. And then like if you are in a stream and let's say people are watching you, but they're just lurking, like that happens a lot with me. I'll have 20 people in my stream, which I know is not anything compared to Brian's, but I'll have 20 people in the stream and 2 people talking. So, and if those 2 people go quiet, I'm just stuck there like, do 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 do. You know what I mean? And I can't do anything. The only thing I can do is like ask a question. If they don't answer the question, what the fuck am I gonna do? You just kind of have to like roll with it. Where that's where I find like he's good at just kind of like.
Well, you got to remember my content's.
That's what I'm saying.
My
Like you're
content's
good
different.
with like being able to see because he's in a video game.
Yeah.
Like, and he's already focused on so much. He can comment about the video game. He can
Yeah, there's always
react
something I
to
can
it.
fall back
I
on because like
can't.
if chat goes dead, then you can always fall. But that's a kind of like a medium that you got that I have people compliment me on it all the time. And Dustin, yeah, I did see what you said, brother, and thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Rad Brad's he's a great guy though, man. I'm still a huge fan of him. But the thing is when you're a content creator, or at least a live streamer.
Paul said, sorry, I have to get a beer every now and then.
You got to figure out how the balance between how much do I blab my fucking mouth compared to how much I play the game. Back when
you were talking about me.
When I first started streaming, I would talk a lot more than I do now. But I started to realize I wanted to fall back more on the content, like what people are here. I'm not scared. Like if somebody said, like, dude, I actually love the fact that you're not scared to not talk for 30 minutes and let the game do the talking, because I do feel like there are moments where the game, I need to just kind of step back and let the game shine in a cutscene or in a certain moment. I don't need to add anything extra to this. So that's the one thing I'm always trying to figure out. Okay, do I need to add something to this? Do I need to comment on this? Or do I just let the game do its thing? And a lot of the times that's what I'll do. You know what I mean? I'll be playing a game and I'll be silent for like 15 straight minutes. I won't even say anything because I just feel like, okay, I don't want to step on the game right now. Everybody's engaged. Everybody's enjoying this. I don't need to say anything to add, but sometimes you'll watch those other YouTubers. They just feel like they always got to be talking and oh my god, and it's so over the top,
over dramatic,
and it's like, bro, you're
drowning.
You're drowning out the game, bro. Just let the game do its thing, and that's something I'm always trying to figure out is to just when to talk and when to not talk. Sometimes chat will get me going, and I'll start blabbing about my old days in the military or something. And that shit happens. I try to keep that, to games where I can kind of go on autopilot, like State of Decay. If I'm playing State of Decay, you'll see me talk a lot more in a game like that because I kind of just turn the game off in my brain and I can just chat. But a lot of like story-driven games or like really like gameplay-heavy games, you won't really see me commenting all that much because, yeah, I'm just trying to focus on the game.
In Crystal's video, I feel like I would be talking way too much and I would feel like I'm taking over chat. Well, that's the thing is like when you have smaller chats, that's just what happens. Like when people are talking, like you'll see like Ed will come in and it'll just be Ed talking to me. And it's kind of like we're just having a conversation, but he can kind of just chill and not really have to talk. You just type and then I'm over here talking. But that's the difference between his videos and mine, where yours, I find a lot of times it is easier.
Oh yeah, because I got a game I could always fall back on. Where when you're doing IRL stuff like this, like right now, if we had nothing to talk to, or like right now we've been pretty much answering your guys' questions for the past like hour. But if nobody was asking questions, then we would kind of just be standing here,
like, okay,
and we'd have to come up with something. But in a situation where I'm doing a game, if chat's not engaging with me or I'm not engaging with chat like that, I could always just fall back on the game and I can comment on what's happening. So it's a lot easier when you have a third thing that can keep everybody's attention.
The over dramatic is why I can only watch Markiplier in small studies. Yeah, I find like a lot of the video games, I tell them all the time, I'm like, a lot of these people act like announcers. Now, and I'm not talking about anybody that you guys are mentioning in chat. I'm just talking about like just games. Even when my kids watch people, they're just so over the top and they're screaming every 2 minutes and they're like, ah, and they're like raging and like all of a sudden I'm like, I don't want to see that. Like, I think that would be boring after 5 minutes because your reactions are not real. What you're saying is not even real. You're literally just reading a script. Even in a live stream, you're just going off of bullet points of things that you need to stick to. And I feel like people can see that. People don't resonate with that. Where I feel like Brian's personality, what he is on stream is what he is off stream. is not any different. It's not like he turns off the camera and is like, whew, that act is
I
done.
gotta,
Like,
you know, because that shit's exhausting. And I've actually had a lot of people, hey man, you know, like any tips on becoming a YouTuber or a content creator, and I always tell people, make sure you do it for the right reasons.
Yeah, don't do it for money.
Yeah, people are like, they think, oh, I'm gonna be a YouTuber and become a millionaire, and it's like, bro, if you do that, teach me how to do it too, man, because from what I've seen, that is very, very hard to do. But a lot of it comes down to be yourself, because if day one I turn on the camera and people are attracted to that person, they get invested into that person, you have to be that person for the rest of the thing. So yeah, because if you are like, hey, I'm gonna be this, you know, super chill, laid back dude, you know, I'm just like the cool chill gamer. My YouTube name is Chill Gamer, you know, and then all of a sudden you're tired of being that, and that's not you. You're really this uppity, fucking super excited person. So after like a year, you're like, dude, I can't pretend to be this person no more. It's just exhausting.
That's the burnout that we were talking about earlier.
Where you're tired of pretending. You can't do it anymore. You just want to like reveal who you really are. So one day you're just like, "What's up, guys?" And everybody's like, "Whoa, who the fuck are you, dude?" And people are off. They're like put off by it. They're like, yeah, I'm not. This is not what I signed up for. So it's like from day one, be yourself. Cause so then you ain't gotta hide anything. You ain't got like everybody knows since day one that I'm a fucking idiot. I talk like an idiot. I say stupid shit.
I literally just wait. Could you just win that sentence? And you swore like 3 times. And someone just said, some swear too much, and it can't.
I do swear.
It's okay.
So I try to keep,
don't come to my channel.
I try to keep it clean as much as possible. A lot of
he does.
Sometimes I slip up. I was in the military for a long time, so I have a very dirty mouth. But I try to keep it clean as much as I can.
You literally swore like 3 times in 20 seconds.
But the thing is I've just been myself since day one, and people will either they'll like me for who I am, and if not, they'll move on. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't want to force it. Yeah. I don't want to pretend and try to make people like me, like, you know.
Because the thing is also what I feel like people are like, well, I need to get all these subs, right? So let's say I go to Brian's stream, right? And me and Brian are not married, but he's just another streamer and I'm a streamer. And I go to his stream and I'm talking in his community, right? But I do cooking. I don't do video games. But then he shouts me out and you guys come to my channel and then you sub to my channel, right? You're never going to watch any of the things. Like, you're not going to please everybody. Like, Brian doesn't do that. I don't know how to explain that. Like, you don't try and force people who just don't fit with him.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't fit, then that's okay. Like, he's just not the streamer for you. And I'm sure there's a million other streamers out there that will be right up your alley. Like, the more trolly streamers and stuff. Maybe that's what you like. Like, and maybe you don't vibe with him like that. And that's totally okay. Brian doesn't force it, where I find a lot of content creators, they just want the numbers. So they're just trying to take anything they can. But in reality, you could have 100,000 subs and your views are 1,000 a video. Like, that doesn't add up. Do you know what I'm saying? That definitely looks like you bought subs, or you have them that just don't watch you. Like, you...
A lot of people focus on the numbers, like the subscribers. Like, the people are like overly focused on, oh, I need subs.
Companies don't even care about that anymore.
And the thing is, and I've had people come to me in the past. I have my own reasons on why I don't like promote other people's channels, because, you know, there's plenty of people that like in the chat right now that have YouTube channels. But I have a stance on shout outs and stuff like that. And the problem with it is I have so many people that just DM me on a daily basis. Hey man, email me. I don't even know these people, guys. I literally don't know them.
And then they get mad at me.
And they'll send me messages like, hey man, I'm a YouTuber. I've seen your videos. Hey man, do you think you could, like, you know, co-stream with me or give me a shout out? Try to drive some people towards my channel. And it's not like I have anything against you or anything like that. But dude, I have people in my community who have given me money and donated to me, and I don't even shout them out, because the problem with shout outs is if I start shouting out, let's just say George, my man George has a YouTube channel. All right, he plays good games. He's really, really good. I've actually watched a few of his channels. If I sat here and I was like, hey everybody, go subscribe to George's channel, which you guys should actually go subscribe to George's channel. He's cool, cool dude. Supported me a lot. But if I do that, right, now somebody else is gonna be like, oh shit, Brian just shouted out George's channel. Hey man, you shout out George's channel, can you shout out my channel? Then I'm like, all right, yeah. Hey, Callie Turtle's in
like
the
a
Callie Turtle, another YouTuber in the chat
flood.
right now. You know, great dude, supported me for a really long time. You know, he used to be on my Twitch streams. Hey guys, go check out Callie's channel, drop him a sub. All right. Now these are actually 2 people that you guys could go do this to. So, you know, and I do it for Callie. Then somebody else comes and they're like, hey man, I see you're doing these shout outs, bro. Can you give me a shout out? Can you give me a shout out? And now all of a sudden my fucking inboxes are bombarded with requests. People, hey man, can you do this? Can you give me a shout out too? Like, please, I need it so much, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, like, listen, I can't do it for everybody. So my stance now is, if I can't do it for everybody, I'm not doing it for anybody. Because it gets really slippery.
And the thing is with social media and other people who do participate in social media, like they want it to be their business or it is their business. A lot of times you have to be careful because they just want you to do something for them. So it's kind of like you kind of have to watch who you're around. You have to genuinely make friends, and not because, well, they're a YouTuber and they're bigger than me, so they'll help me with XYZ. If I get in with him, then that means I'm gonna, and we've had that happen a lot, of people just wanting something from Brian, not genuinely caring to be his friend, but, well, you have a big channel, and if I do this, then I'm gonna get noticed more, and then my channel's gonna get boosted, and if I'm friends with him, and it doesn't work because they could like Brian's personality, go to your thing, and not like your personality. It has nothing. You could be a good streamer, but they just don't vibe with your personality, and I feel like people take it very offensive. So that was another reason why it's like, not for one, not for all.
And another problem with it is when I shout out somebody, I'm pretty much endorsing their content. So if you fuck up, that's on him. Yeah. So if I'm directing all these people to you, I don't know what you're gonna say. I don't know if you're gonna say something racist or you know, you could anything. You know what I mean? So if I sit there and I endorse you, and I say, yeah, guys, go check this dude out. And then you go over to their stream and they're fucking saying this and doing that, and they're super political, and you're like, wow, Brian, like
this is
like who you support, and so I just it's one of those things that you don't, I personally don't want to risk, because I can't control what you say on your channel. I can't, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to endorse people that I can't fully, you know, get behind or understand or truly know what the hell's going to come out of their mouth. It's a slippery slope, you know. And I got my own goddamn channel I got to promote. You know what I mean? It's like,
I don't think people understand that. It's like and this doesn't have to do just with YouTube. I think that everybody should take this into just their everyday life. People don't owe you anything. If you have a bakery, people don't owe it to you to go there. You have to make it work.
Yeah.
Like, you need to do that. Nobody else. You can't sit there and be like, well, you didn't give me a shout out on your Facebook, and you didn't give me a shout out on Instagram stories, so now my bakery's failing. Like, and we've actually had people come to us like, oh, you won't give me a shout out, that's why I can't get it.
And I promise, if this is the thing, guys, if you're trying to build a channel and you think in your mind, I built my whole channel from 0 subscribers to where I am now.
I also want to say, because he's not going to say it, he has never had a social media. He doesn't have an Instagram. He doesn't have a Facebook. He has nothing. He literally started just YouTube. That was his first social media account that he ever had. But go ahead.
So I've never had a shout out. I've never asked for a shout. I've had like people like fall down like, hey, you know, this guy has like a YouTube. But if you think that your channel is gonna live and die off of shout outs, you're doing something else wrong, guys. Because that's not what's gonna grow you. That's not what's gonna build an audience. Is me saying, hey, go subscribe to this person. People are literally only gonna do it because I said to.
Yeah.
That's it. They're not subscribing to you because they're interested in you or they're interested in their content or anything. They're just doing it because I said to go do it, and they're like, hey, you know, Brian said this, hey, you know, if he's saying that, I'm gonna hook him up, I'm gonna do it. But that's not how you want to build. You want to build it so people come to you for you. That way, when I'm live streaming, you know, I could tell, you know, say I'm about to go live, you know, in an hour. And I tell everybody, hey, you know, this person's live streaming. Go check them out. The second I go live, what do you think those people are going to do? Like, let's be real. You know what I mean? They're going to leave, and they're going to come, and they're going to watch me, and now you just lost all of those people So it's like, why you want to build it yourself. That way when people are like, hey, you know, this person I'm really interested in what they're doing, and they come to you. But if I just give you a shout out, I'm not doing you really any favors. I'm just boosting your numbers, but it's not real. It's just fluff. You know what I mean?
Reason with the super chat, take us to church, Crystal preach, no one owes you anything. Yeah, I think that's like the issue with social media is people think that if you are successful, then you owe everybody else to also make them successful. But at the end of the day, Brian had to make himself successful. You know, Red Bread had to make himself successful. I can't.
Hollow, like all those guys, yeah. they all built their
own thing. And they had to do it. And then the amount of times, though, that people will come to us and just want something instead of just, like, being a genuine friend. And then it just naturally comes. People just only want to be his friend for something. And it's like, that's the down part that I feel like people don't really talk about.
Jax, I do raid,
yeah.
You know, because it is like I can raid people after stream. I've done it like the other day. I raided Dust, you know what I mean. I try to repay. You know, if people raid me, I'll definitely raid them back. To be honest with you, I forget.
He does.
Like by the time I'm done with a 4-hour stream, the last thing that's on my fucking mind is to like raid somebody. I'm just like, dude, my ass cheek hurts. I have to take a piss. My kids are fucking waiting for me. I'm hungry. I'm starving. I'm just boom. I'm off stream. You know, I'm going to do it.
And I know this may sound a little harsh, and I don't think Brian will like agree with me on it, but like he doesn't have to raid. Like nobody does. Do you know what I'm saying? So like if he does it, then yeah, that's cool. But I also feel like people expect him to just go always above and beyond when it's like, bro, like he just said, like sometimes he just can't wait to get off, to go pee, to eat food, to see the kids. Like it's not always thinking about
like
everybody else and what he can do for everyone. And I think that's, again, the hard part is people just expect you to always go above and beyond for everybody. And it's like, sometimes, bro, you got a bad fucking memory. Like, it's not that serious. It's not like he's intentionally trying to do something to not share and not, like, put people on. It has nothing to do with that. And if you know Brian and you've been around his channel, then you would also know that that's not him and that's not his personality.
No, yeah, there's no like gating or anything like that I do. I just, like I said, I just forget about.
Truly not like.
That, or like I said, I don't have the bandwidth to, and like I said, and I've even had people that come to me, and another big thing that people do is somebody will be in a hard way. You know, something will happen in their lives and they're in a really bad way. So they'll come to me and they'll be like, hey man, you know, my fucking house burnt down. This never really happened, but some of it, hey, my house burnt down, or my mom's sick, or, you know, I lost my job. Hey, do you think you could like promote my GoFundMe? And they'll send me a link. They'll be like, hey, can you promote my GoFundMe to your community? And it's like, dude, I would love to. I can't. I'll donate, and then me and her, I'll donate to them. Like, you know, I'll be like, hey man, I can't do that. Here's $200 or whatever towards your goal. I hope everything gets better. But the problem is, the second I fucking promote one person's GoFundMe, I'm going to get bombarded with every fucking sad story in the world about how my grandma's in the hospital, this, my dog died, this, please. And then everybody, it's going to become a thing. I can't do it for everybody. I'm not going to sit up and hit I don't even ask my own community for money.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, you know, so I tell people all the time, dude, I can't. I'm sorry, you know, I'll try to help you out the best I can. I might throw it to a couple of like IRL friends in Discord or something like that, but I can't just promote your stuff like that. It doesn't work like that.
David, thank you so much for the super chat, for exemplifying all the JJ did tie buckle leadership traits. I don't know. Maybe you know?
Huh?
I think that's something I just don't.
David, again, thank you for the super chat, brother.
Thank you, David.
JJ did tie buckle leadership.
Oh yeah, see, it's something I didn't know. I'm like, I don't know what that is.
It's a Marine acronym.
I knew it was something, but I was like, I have no idea what that is. So someone said, can you do a Monday through Sunday thing on Discord so everyone knows what streams are for the week?
No.
We used to do that. The problem is, we have 3 children, and our life, sometimes there's like, someone gets hurt, someone's sick, so it's really hard that way. Also, he doesn't know when he's going to finish a game.
The games are too
they're
involved.
too...
They change too much, because the thing is I did that for a while, I tried the schedule. I'd be like, hey, you know, Monday we're going to play this game and this game. Tuesday we're going to play this game and this game. Wednesday we're going to play this game and this game. But what ended up happening was, say Monday we play this game and this game, and then I end up beating a game. Because I go, like I said, I go into all these games blind. I don't know how long they're going to last. Some games can last 40 hours. Some games could last 8 hours. And it's like, I can't even tell you how many times I'd have a game on the schedule for the whole week and beat it on day number 1 of said week. And now I'm like, well, now there's a blank throughout the rest of the week that I got to edit and I got to change. And then the same thing 2 days later, another game gets beat. And then that fucks up the whole thing. So at the end of the day, I end up just editing the damn schedule all week. And I'm like, well, what the fuck's the point of having the schedule if it's consistently being edited and changed? So I stopped doing it just because it was too much.
Rick Queer said, off topic, Crystal, your hair is amazing. Thank you. Hold on, there was another one. What's the best family car you can recommend? I say a Chevy Traverse. I think that those are good.
Traverse is really nice.
I think Traverses are really nice. George.
Or even those Mitsubishis because they're cheaper.
Yeah.
And they look super fucking nice.
George, or the Toyota, what is it, Highlander or something like that?
There's a couple
there's
out there that look really nice. That new Hyundai looks really fucking nice too.
Yeah. George with a $5 super chat. Real talk, building a new unique community from the bottom is hard, but if you do it without any handout/help, it's so much better in the long run.
Because you're not tied to anybody, George. At the end of the day, your success isn't on like for instance, if I were to go back, you know, and say I had like somebody that carried me or I would be at their mercy, you know, and almost, and I don't want to owe anybody anything. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, you know, I want people to look at this thing I built and be like, dude, you built that, man. Like, that's awesome. I don't want people like, oh, the only reason why you have that YouTube channel is because fucking Rad Brad gave you a shout out, dude. Yeah. Like, you know, you're not even a real content creator. Your shit sucks. And it's like, you know, you don't want that. You know what I mean? Just take your time, build it up. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen, you know?
What are you going to do for your 100K special?
A 12-hour stream of us playing a bunch of random shit. Kind of hanging out.
1K to 100K.
Hey, man, that first 1,000 subs is no joke. But I think YouTube changed it. I think it's 500 subs now you need to get monetized. I don't know if they changed it yet or they're in the process.
They're going to change it, but it's also the hours I don't think changed.
No, the hours are still 4K, but...
Yeah, the hours are still 4K. So, and that's the hardest part. You can get the subs.
Shit, not for me. I had...
Mostly people,
so many watch
get
hours.
subs before they get... Well, because you do really
well,
long
I feel like if you do long form
I feel like if you do shorter form content, most people get the subs before they get the hours, because the hours are the hardest part to get, in my opinion. You have to keep people engaged for 4,000 hours, and you have what, 500 subs. They have to be watching every single thing and replaying it all the time for you to get it in a timely manner. And it's like a timed thing. So if you don't do that within a year, it has to all be within a year, yeah. Yeah, if you don't do it within a year, it restarts, and you have to like start over from scratch again. It sucks. How tall are you? He's 6 foot. 500 for super chats and 1,000 memberships for ads. So they must have changed it only for a super chat. So when you're in the chat, you can still get it.
Well, yeah, because I mean that's easy money for them.
The only thing is, like, the same thing people always ask Ryan. Well, what do I do? What's the best tip you have? Consistency.
Consistency.
People think
king.
we're joking. Like they literally are like, oh, you just don't want to tell us. No, it's literally just consistency. Brian streams 8+ hours a day. Every single day. At one point, he didn't take a break for 6 months. He streamed 8+ hours for 6 months straight, every single freaking day. When he had COVID, he was streaming while he had COVID for 6+ hours a day. Like, he just didn't stop. And I think people don't see that. They're like, yeah, you stream all the time, but it's like, you have to be streaming all the time in order to make it work. Like, because even like bigger creators, like they would come to you and be like, I was kind of jealous because how did you grow that fast? And it's like, but do you see the time in compared to the time out? Like,
yeah, I've had a bigger content creators that have come to me and like, dude, how do you stream like you do? Like, where do you get the stamina from? And I'm like, dude, I don't know. That shit's hard. I mean, sometimes it is exhausting. I'm like, but I've kind of built up a tolerance to it now. So
yeah. I am a wife. Someone says, is she your girlfriend or wife?
Yeah, that's my wife.
Brian Menard, the sense of humor you have is great.
I appreciate it.
Wolf said, yo, Brian, early grats on the 100K. That's actually amazing to accomplish that through streaming. I know you do some vids from time to time.
Oh, Wolfhard, I appreciate you. I really do.
You're built different, my guy. He is. Because the thing is, like, the one thing that I can honestly say, I said this the other day on my channel too, is Brian's determination is unmatched. I have never in my human 32 years of life ever met someone who's like, 100K, I'm not stopping until I get 100. Like, once he says it, that's it. Like, he's not going to stop. Like, he could be bleeding and crying and puking, and then he's like, no, I'm still gonna get there. Like, and he just keeps going. Me, I'm like, my feet hurt, I'm hungry, I'm gonna go sit down. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm that person, not him. Like, complete opposite. He just is like a fucking machine. It's
I mean, there's
insane.
other guys out there, you know, that put in work. Like Wolfhard, Wolfhard puts in work. Raptor, you know, I think Raptor is probably just as, like, I think he probably even streams more than I do. No bullshit. Raptor's always live. Like, he starts at like 10 in the morning and he streams to like midnight. That dude is always live. So it's like, I put in work, but there's also guys out there that, you know, they get it in too. But yeah, I think Raptor streams more than me, if I'm being real.
Callie says, you're not going to stop after 100K, are you? No, that was just like an example. Because
No,
the thing was, when Brian first started, we started at the same time. And he was like, I'm going to do it. And you know what? I'm just not going to stop making videos. Because he was making videos at the end. He's like, I'm not going to stop making videos until I'm monetized. He said, and then from there, it is whatever. Whatever happens from there, it is like, you know, whatever. And then he started streaming and starting to get traction. And then once he hit the 1K, we were like, whoa. Like, how the fuck did you just hit 1K? Like, that's insane. And then when 20K came, and then, like, now 100K, it's still mind-blowing. Like,
Yeah.
It's one of those things where we never expected it to even get that far. His out-of-the-wall, like, will never happen goal was the 1K.
Yeah,
Like,
I
that
never
was
thought I
the
would get
goal.
1,000 subscribers. So,
Yeah.
and that's the thing about YouTube is it's like you chase the bar, and then you get to the bar, and then the bar never stops going up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's not like there's like this end, like I beat it. You know, I beat the game. There is no, like, it just, you get there and then boom, the bar goes up. So it's like 100K was this goal that I never ever in a million years thought I would ever achieve. Same thing with like 1 million subscribers. I still to this day, I will tell you guys till I'm blue in the face, I will never hit 1 million subscribers. It's impossible. I don't think it's possible.
A million's a lot.
A million's a fucking,
And I
it's too
have
much.
like I'm like his number one hype man.
A million's a lot.
That's a lot.
I don't ever think I'll hit a
lot.
million subscribers ever. Now,
That's crazy.
I'm hitting 100K, so now
Makes
it's
me wanna
like
puke
my
thinking
bar
about
goes
that.
up to like 200. And it's like, dude, do I think I can get to 200? Maybe. You know, I hit 100, I could probably hit 200. And then you get to 200, it's like, well, I hit 200, I might be able to get to 500. You know what I mean? So the bar just keeps going up. But, you know, I'm happy where I'm at. You know, even if I hit 100 and I stick around 150, 200,000 subscribers, where I think I think, honestly, if I were to give you guys my forecast on YouTube, I think realistically, I'll probably get to maybe 200 to 300 subscribers, 300,000, and I'll kind of just float right there, and that will be about my career. I think I'll plateau.
Because I think people always assume that you're always just going to go up.
No, you
not the
plateau.
case.
I feel like
you give it about 10 years, and at 10 years you reach kind of like your peak, and then you kind of just float or you go a little bit down. But like 10 years is like usually I feel like what YouTubers.
So I
start
feel like I'm gonna hit around there, and because I feel like my content is too niche to be wide stream. Like if I were to like, you know, lean more into like video content and stuff like that, like highly edited video content, I think the bar for my success could be way higher. But because of my content style, I feel like it's a very niche audience. Like a lot of people just aren't gonna sit around and watch 4 hours of gameplay. It just ain't happening. You know what I mean?
Yes, we have 3 children. Find your niche and scratch it. Brian, I think between you and Crystal, y'all can come up with enough to surpass 300K. I don't know. Guys, I don't do YouTube to grow. That sounds stupid. right? But it's kind of true. Like, I got 3 kids, 2 dogs, a husband, a house, my mom. Like, I got so many. My kids are all in sports. They're all doing some type of activity. Like, I don't have the time to do streams like Brian does, obviously, because we would both be gone away from
Yeah, if I'm streaming
like,
and she's streaming, who's watching the kids?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So for my channel, it's just for funsies. Like, my channel is where we come and, like, we're not safe for work. We're swearing. We're making inappropriate jokes. We're fucking baking shit. We're dropping stuff. It's not, like, meant to, I think, to really go anywhere. It's just for fun.
My favorite game is Red Dead Redemption 2.
You cannot. What? You can do content creation too if you want to hit more than 300K.
Yeah, well, the thing is,
like,
there's tons of things that I could do, guys. Like, I've been doing YouTube for so long that
H2O, have a good one.
There is a lot of things I can do that will skyrocket my channel, and I could grow really fast. I could play fucking Fortnite. Like, as much of a meme and a joke it is, Fortnite is a very, very powerful game on YouTube. It just brings in so much viewers and so much audience. Like, if you look at even Hollow, right? Hollow is a lot like me. I compare him to his content style. But if you go back and you look at Hollow's content, Hollow was a Fortnite content creator for years. For years, Fortnite. Look at Typical Gamer, Fortnite. You look at Tim the Tapman, Fortnite. Call of Duty. You look at Dr. Disrespect, Fortnite, Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. All those battle royale, like those games. If you want to build a really, really big channel and you already have some traction on the platform, I could go play Fortnite or Warzone and stuff like that and tap into that viewership and grow. I don't do that because that's not what I'm passionate about. That's not what I like.
Yeah.
And then you also have things like I could do videos on how to become a successful YouTuber. How, like, oh, this is how I built my gaming channel, and put out videos explaining kind of the stuff I'm talking to you guys right now. Those are extremely so popular. And oh, this is how much money I made in 1 month doing YouTube. Like, I could make those videos and get some clickbaity ass fucking thumbnails and grow to 1 million subscribers. Like, there is things I can do, but I don't want to grow that way. I have my own morals, I have my own standards, I have my own goals, and I want to do it my way or not at all. You know what I mean? So that's just how it is.
He's very stubborn. Ask me how I know. And he's not stubborn in real life. Like, he is, like, YouTube, his YouTube channel is his baby. Like, this is something, like I said, he never had social media. I don't think people really get that part. Like, when you have a social media presence on Instagram already, right? You have, like, people in your hometown and everything. You can share that for them. And then they'll come and like. He didn't have that. He literally had to start with nothing. Only place he could share was Reddit, and that was just for State of Decay. And other than that, that was it. But I think that people, like, I don't know. Like, I try and get him sometimes to, like, do stuff. Like, things that'll, like, branch on. He's like, no, that's not what I want to do. That's not me. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, he'll have people at, like, the amount of sponsorship for
you guys
emails is insane.
I get
insane.
So many sponsors, guys. Many
every
people.
single time. Nope. I don't want to do it.
Because I just feel like you guys would see right through that shit. You'd be like, what the, like, guys, like, like, if I could, like, show you my email right now, we probably have 30, 40, 50 plus sponsors.
Balt, thank you so much for the super chat, by the way.
Thank you, Balti. I appreciate it. And
Bowlful, thank you so much for becoming a member.
Thank you for the re-up. Right now, like, if I wanted to, I can make good money, guys.
Yeah.
And just
he could probably,
these
like,
little sponsorships. And do like, sponsorships. Like, hey, you know, I got this fucking mobile games are super popular. Like, they just want me to put 30-second snippet of a mobile game in my stream. Not doing it. You know, or they're like, hey, can you promote this these watches for us? You know what I mean? I told you guys about that the other day. We got these watches, you know, can you just do like a 1 minute spiel in one of your videos for us? You know, we'll pay you money to do it. And I'm like, No. So it's just like, if it's not something that I believe in or something that I understand or truly support, I've had gaming chairs companies, I've had headphones and
there was someone who wanted us to promote a pool light.
Yeah, like just random shit.
We don't even have a pool.
You know, they asked me for all these sponsorships, you know, and I could easily, a lot of guys do take them, and I don't knock them for doing it. I get it. It's your business, it's your job, you know, maximize your revenue and all this other shit. But just to me personally, I have my mindset on how I want to do things, and I don't want to grow depending on that type of stuff, because even though you guys might not care, it's a 1 minute fucking spiel in the stream. Most of you guys probably just turn your brain off and not even listen to it anyways, or go take a piss or whatever. But at the same time, I still feel like it takes forever, guys. It takes years to build up a good reputation. For people to be like, Brian is somebody I can trust. If he says something, I know that I can trust what he's saying. I know it's not bullshit.
Bullshitting me.
You know, but and then all it takes though is one time. I could spend 3 years building up a good reputation, and I do one thing, one sponsorship where somebody's like, damn, dude, you're a fucking sellout, bro. Like all you care about is the money and this and this and that, and it's just like, one. So you're telling me I could spend 3 years and then lose it all because of one bad sponsorship or one, you know, and to me it's just not worth the risk. So
Grim, the dentist went good. I cracked my tooth that I had the root canal on. So they basically described it as like spraining your ankle or like fracturing your ankle. But I'm able to chew on it. I chewed on it today actually as a test, the Takis, and I was able to. So I think we may be good to save the tooth for a little while. Yo, Brian, it's Gino. How have you been? Almost at 100K. I hope you get there. I'm in Myrtle Beach right now, so I'm good. We miss you, Gino. I feel like you've been gone for so long. You have to come to us when you get back. I feel like you've been gone.
No, but like I said, I appreciate you guys, and so many of you guys come out, but hey, man, don't worry about it. We get it, but it's still scary because it's like, as many of you guys say that you get it, there's so many other people that don't and won't, and they'll be like, nah, dude, you're a fucking sellout.
Yeah, people just look at Brian as like it kind of went hand in hand with what we were talking about earlier, where people just want things from him. They just assume things about him, and they won't know anything, and they'll just be like, yeah, you're this, and then Brian's like, what the fuck? Like
I get called a sellout to this day. Like we had a couple of weeks ago, we had people in there trolling. All Brian cares about is the money. It's like, bro, if all I cared about was the money, you know how much money I could have if I did these fucking sponsorships, dude. Like, because that's how most live streamers make a big portion of their money comes from sponsorships. And
majority of people's money comes from sponsorships.
And, you know, a lot of guys will have a G Fuel sponsorship, or they'll have it's just stuff like that. And I just don't personally have one. And now there are sponsorships I would take, but none of those people want to work with me yet. So.
Jack said, would you be mad if someone with 1 million or more subs shouted you out without your permission?
I know. I mean, of course not. I'm not going to be mad that they want to help me out. Yeah. You know, I've had bigger content creators give me shout outs all the time. You know, Cryptic Fox, you know, he gives me shout outs, and Raptor rated me one time. You know, I'm never going to be against it, but I'm never going to expect it or rely on it either.
Or hold it to like some type of standard or something. Like, I feel like that, if that's the right word, it's like.
Yeah, Raid Shadow Legends. Shit, how many times have they reached out to us?
They literally just emailed me 2 times.
Yeah,
yesterday.
I get like, Raid Shadow Legends almost every day.
They're like, please send us your price list. Please send us your price list. Please send us your price list. And I'm like, no. And then you don't answer, and they're like, because you'll answer and you'll say no, thank you, and then they'll just have someone else in the company send you another one, and it's like, bro, I just said no to that person. Why are you sending it again? And then like you'll be like, okay, I want $20,000, and they're like, well, that's out of our budget. Would you do it for 100?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
No, because we were trying to troll them.
Yeah.
So they came to us and they were like, hey, you know, you'll do this Raid Shadow Legends thing, and I was like, yo, ask them for like $5,000.
Yeah.
Like tell them we'll do it for
something astronomical.
just stupid amount of money. I was like, tell them we'll do it for like $5,000. And I would have been the sad part is if they said yes. Yeah.
We would have like, oh shit,
we would have had to have a conversation. I'd be like, hey, listen, guys. All right, just go along with it, please. All right, but yeah,
this is the FYI. If you ever see any of that, just know.
If I'm like, hey guys,
our kids need to play a sport and it's expensive.
if I get on the street like, all right, guys, listen, we gotta talk about something.
Not right now, baby.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
All right. Understand that they are paying me an astronomical amount of money. But yeah, I was like, yo, ask them for like $5,000 or something, just see what they say. And they were like, no, would you do it for like $200? And we were just like, no.
Yeah. They were like, that's just out of our budget. Would you do it for like this ridiculously small amount? And it's like, do you know what people with 100K charge? Like, they charge like a good amount, bro. Like, what the fuck you mean? Ezio, thank you so much. Love how transparent and real you are with us, and I enjoy watching your stream. I think like these IRL streams I like because I feel like during his gaming streams he can't be vocal about a lot of stuff, and like there's not a lot of like different subjects. But I feel like social media in general, not just like you could be a TikToker, you could be Instagram influencer, you could be anything that falls into the social media, nobody talks about. Nobody will tell you how or how many you need, like how many subs you need to even get monetized. Like nobody talks about it. So I feel like when we talk about it, it's like, so we just want you guys to know so you're not misunderstanding like where we're coming from with certain things, or think that we're doing something shady, or think that we're someone that we're not. Like, we want to be transparent. That way you have our trust and we have your trust. It's like a two-way street. Like,
no, it's tough, guys. Like I said, it's always a slippery slope. You know, obviously, if a sponsor came to me and they were just offering me, like somebody said, like a life-changing amount of money,
yeah,
and it was like something that would really set me and my family up, like, would I consider it and maybe, you know, like hope that you guys would understand, like I'm doing this to like better myself in some way, shape, or form. Like, yeah, but I mean, it would have to really be like some off the wall shit, you know, like it would be, I have to be huge. Oh, would I ever consider collabs with other creators? Yes and no. I got burned back in my early days on YouTube working with other content creators. It's a slippery thing because when you're small, the best thing to do is kind of like group up with other small content creators, and you kind of all feed off each other. You guys all have the same communities and stuff like that. Well, I did that back in the day. There was like a couple other creators I was working with. We were all covering the same game, and we had the same audiences, and we were very, very intertwined. Then we had a falling out because I made a video. I got accused of stealing somebody's ideas about the video.
Which made no sense.
Which made no fucking sense because like they didn't even talk about that or whatever. So I got accused of stealing video ideas.
But it was because he grew faster.
Yeah, and it was because, I was gaining more subs. My videos were gaining more traction. And I was growing faster. So there's always going to be that envy, especially when you're all around the same size. And then all of a sudden one of you guys starts growing. And I wasn't giving shout outs and I wasn't doing this. So they all started looking at me like, oh, dude, like, you know, you're...
Like, they set up a call to try and bully him.
Yeah, and
it was like 5 of them. And then Brian was supposed to stream with them. And they literally were like, you can't play with us.
Yeah, it was like this
it was
bullshit.
like high school. I was like, what the fuck? Brian was like, what do you mean? They're like, well, you're growing. That was literally like the reason.
Like, oh, and you haven't been shouting us out, and oh, we give shout outs to each other all the time, and it was.
But that's all they do. Like every 5 minutes, it was like, go follow this person and this person and this person.
It's like, bro, your audience doesn't want to fucking hear that. Every 2 seconds, me telling them to go subscribe to this other person, like. So there was just a big falling out between all of us. But the problem is when you're intertwined in those small communities, if me and this person have a falling out and now he speaks bad on me, I could lose potentially half my community because of a falling out. And you see it all the time between YouTubers. There's always beef. There's always this. So, like...
Stay out of the drama.
I technically... Like, I don't do very many collabs just because I don't want the drama that could potentially come with it. I've done stuff with, like, Cryptic Fox, you know what I mean? Because he's a really cool dude. I know I could trust him. But at the same time, you don't see me and Cryptic, like, super intertwined because... if me and him had a fall, not saying we ever would, but it's just an example. You know what I mean? You never want to like really, really intertwine yourself with other people in this, because people will stab you in the back though. Like, not only like do people take things the wrong way, or if we do a collab and I succeed more from the collab, they're gonna feel some type of way, whether you say that you won't or not. They will. If me and him do a collab and I get 100,000 subs and he gets 5. Like, he's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, that was,
that wasn't beneficial for me.
Yeah, like, I
didn't get anything from it. And they feel very...
So people start feeling some type of way. So you got to be careful. I just avoid it all because, like I said, I don't want to ever have that animosity or that bad blood between me and somebody else and their viewers, and have people talking about me behind my back, and I just avoid it. So... Yeah. But now, like, if the Hollow was like hitting me, hey man, do you want to come and hang out and do a fucking stream? Like, I wouldn't do it for the fact of collabing. I would do it because, dude, I'm a fucking fan, bro. Like, I think it would just be cool to hang out with Hollow for an hour, or Rad for an hour, and just, bullshit and shoot the shit with them. Like, Markiplier, like all these, like all these guys, Jack, like all the, like Tim. I would fucking love, like me and Tim live in the same state. I would love to just go sit down and have lunch with Tim. So if you guys want to do me a favor and get Tim the Tapman to have lunch with me, like
that's Brian's just dreams, but that has nothing to do with like his selfish wanting to
I don't
grow.
want Tim
it's just genuine
to
enjoyment of their company.
Yeah, I don't want Timmy to like give me a fucking shout out and me grow on YouTube because of Tim. No, I just like Tim as a person and just want to hang out with him. You know what I mean? Like, he's a cool dude. Hollow, same thing. I think Hollow is a genuine good guy. And I would just like to just, shoot the shit with him. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't want to like benefit from them, like, oh, let me do this collab because they're huge, and I don't want that. Like,
yeah, like there's a whole group of people that think that I'm like the most raging bitch on YouTube. It's so funny. So I'm like, bro, I'll cry at like the drop of a dime.
The radio interview thing, I don't think he sent me an email. I know he sent me a thing on Discord.
I don't remember seeing an email. I don't. I will be honest. Yo, said Brian. Gina's like, yo, set Brian up with Jim the Tapman for lunch. He deserves it.
I thought about trying to raid Timmy one day, but his viewership is so big and I'm so small. Like, even if I rated him with like 600 viewers, which is to me a lot of fucking viewers, Timmy streams to like 30K. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I would have to really like.
Y'all, she cried for sure.
I'd have to hit Timmy with like, I don't know, like 20,000 viewers for him to even recognize my existence. You know what I mean? Like, Timmy's cool. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's not like he wouldn't have a conversation with me, but like.
Was what Vito or Noah? Did one of them come in?
Mm-mm.
Oh. How'd they know someone? Because Noah walked around the corner. How'd y'all know? He literally just walked.
I heard him thumping.
Where's Noah?
Upstairs, baby.
Oh. I want to sing.
Would I do 10 rounds in the ring with Tyson? I mean, I wouldn't last 10 rounds in the ring with Tyson. It would be maybe 10 seconds and he'd knock my ass the fuck out, but...
I mean, you already got TBI. Let's not get another one.
So would I fight Tyson for $1 million? No.
Not right now.
Nah, because I would like to be able to spend that money and not be fucking... He'd probably kill my ass with a fucking hit.
No. Really? Michael said Tim is very cool. My best friend is his personal security on the road. That's so dope. Cool.
No,
Brian values his ears. Yeah, tell that to the times he got blown up.
Nah, like I said, I think like out of all the streamers out there, like Tim the Tapman has probably been one of the guys I've looked up to a lot. Just because like I spent a lot of time in the military, and he plays a lot of shooters and stuff like that, so I'm always attracted to his content. But it's just like him as a person. Like, I think Tim is fucking hilarious. He's just a good guy. You know what I mean? Same thing with Doc. Like, a lot of people don't like Doc, but like, the character that he portrays. Doc is he's funny, guys. Like, he's just a good guy. I've even watched interviews of Dr. Disrespect, like, out of character, and he's a really good guy. You know what I mean? But I think people take like his character to heart and like, oh, he's an asshole. It's like, yeah, that's the character that he portrays. You know what I mean? That's not him as a person. Doc, yeah, I think both Doc and Tim are hilarious. You know, and it was like it was awesome because, you know, over the past few years when they both came to YouTube, they do a lot of collaborations and play together. Like they just streamed playing Madden 24 against each other. Like, you know what I mean? Like both of them together is just it's a good time. Oh, Dr. Disrespect. Yeah, Doc, he's
You're saying Brian's not a good streamer? You hate him?
Not compared
you
to Doc.
hate Brian? Is that what you're saying? You don't want him to stream anymore? You want him to just quit and retire?
The 2 times
because he's not good enough? Is that what you're saying?
She doesn't. Don't listen to her chat. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Doc, she doesn't know what she's talking about.
Brian's about to bring a clothesline me to shut up.
That's the 2 time right there. Like, I literally watched him play PGA World Tour. Like, I don't even like golf, and that shit was fucking fun to watch.
Not the way I do that all the time, guys. Like, Brian, I'll be like, oh, do you like my outfit? He's like, yeah, it's nice. I'm like, so what you're saying is you hate me. You're saying that my outfit is ugly and you hate me and you wish that I never wore. Is that what you're saying? Like, so if you think I'm serious, I'm not. I promise, guys.
Nah, but yeah, there's a lot of cool guys out there, you know what I mean? Like Asmongold, like I think Asmongold is like a lot of people really don't like Asmon, you know, but I don't know. I think he's fucking hilarious. Hold on one second, guys.
I just announced.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to the bathroom.
Oh. You're stuck with me for a minute. Sorry, guys. It's like almost hair washing day, so my hair is like greasy. We see who got... Do you guys hear my daughter crying? She's literally throwing a fit right now. Do game streamers target an age demographic like TV shows? I think if you have a certain niche, maybe like if you have Fortnite, you're going towards like younger audiences, Minecraft, younger audiences. I feel like it just depends on the games that you play, what it's going to attract. So like Brian attracts a lot of veterans and a lot of military people, and it's because he plays a lot of like strategy games, survival games, and I feel like military people kind of just flock to that as it is, so that's just naturally what he gets. But we can see analytics, and like I said earlier, like his main demographic is all like middle-aged and older people, not old people, but older people, not like teenagers, tweens, younger kids. He has a more, you know, like adult audience, and I think that just his personality, the way he goes about streams, and the games that he's playing. Me typing on the phone is killing me. I hate typing mobile into chat. I hate it. After I got them, like, yeah, she is not happy right now. I know, man. She wants like these little
No, I was trying
toys.
to see it and I don't even know what she wanted.
No, she wanted like these little Gotsy toys it's like ads that pop up. Mature audiences, yeah, like because like I said, his demographic, the main people, like 80+% of the people on his channel are from like 40 to 60.
No.
No? Mm-mm. Changed?
Yeah, I mean, I have an older audience, but
that was the demographic before.
I mean, my main audience, I think, is like my age, 25 to 34.
Changed.
So
25 to 34 is the main audience, and then 35 to 44.
25 to 44.
Yeah. Well, I would say 54. I would add that. I would add those three. So from 25 to 54. 65. There's 2.5% of people who are 65 plus watching Brian. That's crazy. Turn down the music. There is no music. How does Freya not demand parental attention for over 3 hours child of the year? She was down here.
Yeah, she was down there
with us.
hanging.
Yeah, you guys just didn't hear her. She was down here watching her iPad, eating her little chips.
Yeah, she's getting to her limit right now.
Yeah, she's annoyed now. Everyone's saying their ages. A lot of 30s and 40s, though. A lot of 30s and 40s. Some of y'all are like little babies. 18, 22, 21. Do something for me. I got my mom to sub. You're welcome.
No, you guys are awesome. I try to tell people all the time, you know, because people like go and make like 10 YouTube accounts to try to like subscribe to me, and the thing is like I appreciate the thought, I appreciate it, but all that does is creates fluff. So I think I have 10 more subscribers than I do. So I always tell people, you know, one account is more than enough, maybe two if you really want to, but
because the numbers are awesome for subs, but at the end of the day, it's the views.
Yeah, the amount of views that I'm getting. You know, if you have 10 accounts, unless you're going and watching all my videos on all 10 accounts, like it doesn't matter. You know, it's just a number. But I do appreciate, you know, you guys. I've had a lot of people that, you know, shout me out.
If you are under 18, please don't tell us, because technically you're not supposed to be here. So, because it is said it's not for children. So please don't tell us.
So they can watch it under 18. I just can't target a child audience. That's all that means.
Yeah, but still.
There's no like age, because I would have to label my streams as 18 and older.
No, I know that's what I'm saying, but I wouldn't even.
And I don't label any of my streams as 18.
So I need 10 computers, is what you're saying. Yes, Ed. You need 10 computers. I'm 7. Oliver, now you hanging out with old folk.
Yeah, YouTube can hit you as a child, but like Coco Melon and shit like that, like their channels will be targeted by YouTube, but my channel's it's definitely not anywhere in the crosshairs of a child-friendly stream or content. I get hit quite often with violence and age restriction. YouTube knows what they're doing. You know what I mean? You gotta be targeting kids. You know what I mean? That's why.
Sounds weird.
Like no, that's what people do. They target the kid audiences because they're
just say kid audience, but you said target the kids. Like that just sounds really bad. A list of older people told you when you were 20 and they were right. Take good advice when your younger generation gets it. I wish I did. That is so true, because like the older that I get, I'm like, you're right. I didn't have to freak out at that small little thing, or I didn't have to react the way that I did. And you just like know it's like just not worth raising your blood pressure. So.
Is that bread gone?
What bread?
The bread that you had.
What bread did I have?
The sandwich bread.
You guys ate all that sandwich bread. I have this one that I made the other day. You can cut into sandwich bread.
Oh.
Brian's gonna make a sandwich. I have no idea what I'm doing for dinner. Someone give me an idea. Something good. That sun is coming in and it is so bright. Sorry, guys. I have 2 daughters. Nothing scares me anymore. I will say girls are definitely different than boys. We have 2 boys, 1 girl, and she is like scary. Like she is a force. She's very, very opinionated. You look at her the wrong way and she's like, ah, and like will start crying. You'll be like, you'll tell her no and she will just start crying. Like the boys were never like that. They were like, yeah, you told me no, I'm gonna jump off this chair and break my neck anyways. Like they didn't care. Her though, like, oh my gosh, you say boo to her and she's like, you hate me. Like yesterday, me and Noah went and took the dog for a walk. I've been trying to walk at least 1 hour every day. We took the dog for a walk. I said goodbye to her. I said, we're going for a long walk. We'll be back. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm telling her all this. I come back and she draws a picture of a broken heart, crying hysterically.
She's showing me on the stream.
Yeah, crying hysterically, saying that I don't love her anymore because I went for a walk.
Yeah, she came in and told me that you don't love her anymore, that you only love Noah.
Yeah, that I only love Noah because I went on a walk. I'm like, girl, you couldn't even walk an hour. Like, you would literally, like, just crumble. And I told you that. Like, girls are just so different, in my opinion, like, than boys. Like, just insane. Wow, what a manipulative 4-year-old. I mean, I don't know if it's manipulative or just she has big emotions. I feel like girls feel things so much. Like, they feel everything. They're madder. Like, when they get mad, they're madder than, like, boys. When they get happy, they're happier. When they get sad, they're sadder. Like, just everything is amplified. And I would never change a thing about her. Like, she's amazing and perfect, and she's the sweetest 4-year-old ever. But she is, like, very full of emotions, and she will let you know those emotions. She's gaslighting me. Probably, but it's okay. Make a chicken curry. I don't think I have stuff for a chicken curry. Spaghetti. I don't know if I have spaghetti. Brian cooks? No, he does not.
You I'm cooking right now.
You're not cooking. You're making a sandwich.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
I'm cooking a sandwich.
I was so glad to have 2 boys. See, the thing is, like, there's always, like, this thing, like, this stigma with girls that, like, girls and moms don't have, like, close relationships and they have falling outs and blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, like, when I look at friends, and people tell me, they're like, oh, good luck with her, or, oh, she's just like you. Damn right she is. She's a strong little girl. Like, she has an opinion. She's going to let you know there is nothing wrong with that. She doesn't need to be, like, this timid little thing because she's a girl. Like,
No, after having a daughter, I could never not have a daughter.
Yeah, I could never imagine not having a little girl. Like
they're definitely just something you need in your life.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like you don't know until you have one, and then you're like, wow, like, you're amazing. My daughter's 26 and just made me grandpa 1 year ago. Made me feel really old. Well, I made my mom a nona, a grandma, at 20. I was 20.
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
I was turning 21 that month, so I was almost 21 when I had Noah. So my mom was also very. My mom's only 50. Your mom's 52. My mom's 51. I don't know. Our moms are like 1 year apart, so my mom's 1 year younger. Y'all see the new Modern Warfare trailer?
No, I haven't seen that or the Walking Dead one.
Damn, you kind of make me want to have a sandwich.
Huh?
Kind of want a sandwich now.
Why? I don't even like this.
I like salami. What are you talking about? Not your nasty sandwich. That just came out. That literally just came out. Because I didn't realize what he was trying to say. And like, I don't want your nasty sandwich with mayo and mustard on it. Like, I want my own. But I still like sandwiches. It's like... Brian should play more horror games. I missed his manly screams.
See, people say that, but every time I play horror games, they do terrible.
Because I feel like people lose interest. Like, they want to see it, and they're like, haha, it's so funny after the first couple screams. And then they're like, okay, bro. I'm done now. And they just don't want to see it again.
Like, we just did Amnesia.
Damn, I'm going to have to make a sandwich now. My sandwich is going to be better than your sandwich, though. Because your sandwich is gross.
No.
Yeah. Did you... Oh, I got sausage in here. I can make sausage. I forgot. Where's the dressing?
Yeah, so I gotta see, because we are starting to come down to the wire chat with a few games on the channel. Like Fallout 76. I don't know how much longer we're going to be playing that. Because there's a lot of content in that game. Like, it's one of those games you can play for a very long time. But then there's also, like, it gets repetitive at a certain point. And that one's starting to peter off quite aggressive the past few episodes. So I don't know how much longer we're going to be playing that on the channel. How do I like this microphone? I've been using it for like a month and a half, 2 months now. I like it a lot. It's good. Even though my boom stand broke last night. Had me in my feelings. Should do one GTA Online stream. See, the problem is when I do stuff like that, and it's so hard because I have people that come by, hey man, you know, State of Decay stream or GTA Online or ARC. And it's the thing is, like, I can't just do one. You know what I mean? If I were to fire up GTA Online, people are going to want to see GTA Online. So that's why I tend to not do a lot of one-offs, because it gets people really, really excited, and then it just stops. And then
they're gonna ask for
and and then for the next freaking month, I got people, hey, when are you playing? When are you playing this? When are you playing? When are you playing? When are you playing GTA? When are you playing GTA? I just now got to the point where people stopped asking for it. So the worst thing I could do is do like a one-off like that. Is playing Dying Light 1 an option? Probably not. Only because I did do a pretty thorough playthrough of that already. And I don't feel like doing another one would really benefit anything. The only game I thought about revisiting like that would be Days Gone. Even though I've already played it, because there's a lot of people that haven't seen it yet. But I don't know about Dying Light 1. Well, I can't never say never, but we would have to be in quite a show hole.
See?
It looks exactly the same as mine.
No, it's not. Yours has mayonnaise and whatchamacallit. Mine has Italian dressing or Greek dressing. Mm-hmm. That would be really good on it. Lettuce.
I played Phasmophobia, Gaza. I actually have some series on the channel. If you go back, they're older, but I do have some Phasmophobia. I played it in VR. Pretty good time. But yeah, I played some Phasmophobia. I haven't played it since all of its new updates, so I don't know. It could be completely different, but my progress in Subnautica is mind-blowing. I don't even know how long that game is or how close I am to beating it or how much progress I've made. It's hard to gauge my progress because I don't know what is considered progress.
What trucking game are they talking about? What trucking game are they talking about?
I don't know. There's a couple of them, like American Trucker. There's a few, like, open road trucking.
You had an email the other day that was like, I don't know if it was a mobile game or whatever, but it was about trucking.
Really?
Yeah. They wanted to do a sponsor thing, but I was like, I don't think he's going to play that.
I actually watched this guy who, he has a whole setup, though. He has, like, the steering wheel and the chair and the shifter, and he's got and I'm like, that shit looks pretty dope, but
You bet Brian's sandwich tastes better? Do you not see it? It's trying to focus on your face, so it's trying to move it. Where is it? Oh, see? Mine's better.
no. Mine has salami with cheese, Dijon mustard, and mayo. Yours just tastes like bread and grass. Well, a little bit of vinegar.
Bugging. Bugging.
How you gonna say bugging as you're over there picking stuff out your mouth?
There's some from salami. Like the little hard part of the salami. I don't know how to freaking chew it.
Mm-hmm. But no, I've never heard of a game called Start Over.
Can't believe you called my sandwich grass.
No, I said it probably just tastes like bread and grass.
It doesn't. It tastes delicious. Mmm. BLT. That sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know. I got sausage. I just don't know what to make with it for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have any more homemade pasta. I think I used the last of it. So if I were to do pasta, it'd have to be like boxed pasta.
That would be pretty gross.
Yeah. I feel like it just doesn't taste the same. Like once you have homemade pasta, I feel like boxed pasta is like shit. Like just complete shit.
But all right, guys, I think we're gonna cut it here because I still got to do my other streams. That's a bit later than I initially planned, so we're gonna end this here. I'm gonna go. I gotta get my stuff set up, and then we're gonna look into doing some Fallout and some BioShock today. I believe those are the 2 games. I don't remember.
If you have time.
I gotta get doing them and so make it happen.
Brian's gonna be probably streaming late today.
But yeah, we'll be jumping in. We'll be doing that. So hopefully I'll see a bunch of you guys over there. Remember, if you guys haven't, smash that like button if you guys are enjoying the content. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. As always, again, thank you so much. I can't do a setup reveal because everything's connected in here, but I've posted pictures in Discord and stuff like that. I might take a picture of it and post it on like a YouTube community page or something in the future. But I do appreciate you guys. My setup's not that impressive, really. Like, you're going to see it like, wow, that's it. But yeah. So, again, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate you. I'll probably be starting here in like 15 minutes or so. I just got to kind of stretch and get everything set up. So, thank you guys again. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
Oops, I did a thumbs up.